Hello, you're listening to Reviewing History, your comedy history podcast. I'm filmmaker and teacher Brian Rupert, joined here by...
As always, Steve Badaglacker.
And...
Hey, Angie. Hi.
Hey, what's up?
What's going on?
Hey.
We're back to the well, boys.
Yes.
We have our first guest back for the first time.
Yay.
Get him.
How y'all stanking?
Kicking off the new year.
Yeah.
Doing it right.
Yeah.
Now, you can normally hear Get him on almost every episode chiming in or laughing in the background.
Yes.
Which is always welcome to us. And I think people on Reddit love a Get him chime in general.
Which Reddit?
Tell him Steve Dave read it.
Oh, yeah, no.
He's been getting quite crucified on
Really?
that recently.
Yeah.
Why? What would they say?
Just I talk too much. Got nothing in my brain. Hey.
Yeah.
That's what people say. Mm-hmm.
But you keep grooving.
Yeah. Can't stop.
Won't stop.
Ow.
Yeah.
Well, haters gonna hate.
Hate.
Yeah.
Right.
Shake it off, Get him.
I'm gonna shake it off.
Shake it off.
Well, that's fun.
It's the first pod of the new year,
It
guys.
sure is.
We're in a new year.
2024.
New year, new pod.
Not really. It's kind of the same old story,
Same pod,
same old
but-
song and dance, my friend. I'm just gonna quote lyrics all day.
But the new era of the pod begins today.
The new
Era?
era. The Eras tour.
What's changing?
We'll do the whole show, and then I'll save this for the end. And I don't want to spoil the surprise,
Are we?
but I have a treat for you guys.
Has their love made us transcend into immortality when it turned to CGI fucking gimmick?
Kind of, but not really. I don't
Did
want
I just ruin your show?
No. You didn't. You didn't, but you're in the ballpark. But I don't want to spoil anything too much. All right.
Okay. He's doing it again.
It's what he does.
He's doing it again.
I realize there's no fighting it.
No.
Like we are just we're gonna
Pawns.
be assaulted
We're pawns.
by the Brian brain,
You
no
just
matter
have
what
to-
happens.
Pawns in Brian's game.
It's
Play
Brian's
Brian.
game.
Yeah.
Play love game. Play the love game.
You just
When you
kinda-
want love and you want
love
fame
game.
and you win the game.
I'm like the puppet master pulling the strings.
Right.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah. That's what we see you as.
Yeah, but the puppet master's retarded.
Yeah, it's all knotted. The puppets don't
Yeah.
move properly.
Yeah.
It's all fucked
got a
up.
little-
he keeps having to get me to untangle the
Yes.
wires.
It's got a
He's
little
got
bit of the palsy.
It's got a Gordian knot of strings hanging above our heads.
Yeah, if you can get that knot open, you actually own the show.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for an Alexander to come and just chop it. But
How was the holidays for you?
it was good. Santa came.
Yeah.
I did
Oh,
not
yeah.
buy one Christmas present.
Santa got them all.
Santa got them all.
Well, that's what he's there for.
Exactly.
Yes.
Your wish come true, really.
Yeah, I don't have to buy presents anymore. It's
Mhm.
awesome. Santa just makes them appear.
And by Santa, is that credit fraud?
Santos Al Halper.
Santa's little helper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. How about you, Get him? You have a nice Christmas?
I think I did, yeah.
That's
I
good.
was a little, had a little bit of a head cold.
How do you
during some of it.
celebrate the holidays? What do you typically do?
Um,
No, that's, you don't have to.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you can. Sure.
Go to my father's girlfriend's on Christmas Eve, and then spend it with my father's family on Christmas Day.
That's
Nice.
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 That's
So-
nice. What about what was this about a head cold? Did you have like a NyQuil fucking bender?
I was just running with a headache like for all Christmas. I'm still a little.
I got so fucked up, I ended up putting a bunch of shit into Brian's house.
Did that happen?
It's a joke. Like that's how the presents got there. It was get him
Oh,
on
yes.
NyQuil.
It's a good
Yeah.
joke. It was a good joke.
I didn't
Yeah.
connect the dots. That's my
Good joke.
fault.
Yeah, like Christmas Day, I had to go like to stop it. I found a 24-hour store and bought cold medicine and was like just popping them all day long.
Yeah,
So-
I'm always. I feel bad for the people that are like working at like a Dunkin' Donuts on Christmas Day. Like that's a miserable thing.
Why? They get to
yeah.
bring joy to so many people by giving them coffee.
They
and
did.
donuts.
They brought me some. I got a cup of coffee at Dunkin' Donuts on
Did you
Christmas
tip?
Day. Yes, I did actually.
Was it a big tip
It was like $1.
on Christmas? They're working on Christmas, and you gave
On
them $1.
Christmas Day.
It's fucking Dunkin' Donuts. What do you want me to
Maybe
do?
they should die and decrease the surplus population.
What do you want me to do? Give a 400% tip?
I think a 10 or 20 is a
For a
respect
cup of coffee.
on Christmas.
You're a madman, Brian.
Yeah, you are.
It's Christmas.
That's just
too.
like if that was the tradition, people would just go without. They wouldn't go get the coffee at all, and then they'd get nothing.
It's a Christmas gift. These people are serving you
Who
all
am I,
year.
Ebenezer Scrooge? I'm not trying to redeem my soul. I'm doing all right, as far as I know.
It doesn't sound like it.
The chains you forge in life are endless.
All I'm saying is you could have
Why haven't you gotten him a Christmas goose?
You could have got the poor guy. He's slaving away making fucking coffee for minimum wage on Christmas. You could have given
He
him
hits a button.
$5.
Yeah.
He puts a filter in the thing and hits a button.
That was
I used to
his
work at
Christmas
7-Eleven.
gift. He usually doesn't give anything.
I never minded working the holidays. I used to enjoy it. Like, especially if we got to close the store. Like when I,
I
worked
think
in the
everybody
supermarket.
needs that experience.
Yeah.
I think everybody has that experience for the most part. You work a job, there's a good chance that when you're young, you're going to be working at Christmas.
Yeah, like I remember my boss when
I
we worked at the
Christmas Day
supermarket.
this year.
I think we all do.
When I worked at the supermarket, we would close the store, and like right after we closed the store, he would go before he closed the store, he would go to the liquor store next door and get like a 6-pack of beer, and then like we would close the store and he'd give everyone who was of age a beer.
That's nice.
Yeah. So
Many at Christmas or Christmas.
And how many of the young girls that weren't of age also got beers?
that I don't know. That happened out of my sight.
Did that happen at one of our company Christmas parties in like the 2000s and they stopped throwing them?
Yeah, I think so.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the incident.
Mm-hmm. I remember
That'll happen.
I worked at Domino's for a year. You did too.
I did, yeah.
Yeah. And like the big boss, the general manager of the store, he knew he was about to be fired. So he just went and got a bunch of like whiskey and beer and shit and brought it to the store, and they were just getting drunk in the store. And then he went out and started just throwing the bottles around in the parking lot.
Was this on Christmas?
It was like, yeah, it was cold. I don't think it was a Christmas thing, but it was like in the winter.
Close enough.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
How was your Christmas though, Steve?
It was wonderful. I saw my wife's family. I saw my family. I gave out a lot of gifts. I got some good stuff.
All right, nice.
It was nice. How was yours, Brian?
You know,
It was good.
it's nice that we have the kid now, you know, kind of makes it a
It
little different.
reinvigorates everything.
I got.
I mean, I've never lost the Christmas spirit, but it's nice to be able to, you know,
Yeah.
get to see her smiling face and she has
Yeah.
toys.
Does
Yeah.
she get it?
Yeah.
She's kind of young.
I don't think she understands. I mean, she understands there's a gift
Mm-hmm.
and there's an object that she likes.
Can she rip the paper?
We have to kind of put our hand on it and she'll grip it and like,
Oh,
we'll
that's
pull it, you know,
fun.
it's cute.
Yeah, it's cute.
And then if it makes toys and
I
lights
got her
up,
a
she
gift
loves
this-
it.
I got a lot of gifts this year. Usually I don't buy gifts,
Okay.
and then this year I was like, I went crazy.
You don't buy your wife a gift?
Well, I
I'm
will
the
buy
gift.
her. It's like wife and kids.
He just looks at her and goes, "You know, you're lucky."
He just wraps her bow
If you
around
don't
it.
have a diper, or if you're not my significant other, you usually didn't get a gift except this year. Where
That explains why I
a lot.
got a gift from Steve. I usually don't.
Yeah.
Really?
It was
What
good
did he
gift.
get you?
It's a good
Yeah,
gift.
it was a really good gift.
He got me a
You
gift
liked
too.
it? You
Yeah.
guys both liked it?
Yes.
Oh, I'm very happy.
Did you feel like an asshole because you didn't have anything for
Absolutely.
him? Yup. It's like this gift giving thing came out of nowhere from
I knew
him.
nobody was going to have one, and I was like, this is fine.
So can I tell you my plan? I got too busy, but I was going to do this to you guys on the show.
Mhm.
I was going to present you with like really
Oh,
nice
that would've been
gifts
really funny.
on mic and then call you guys assholes when you didn't have anything for me. But he did it in real life.
That's that would have been funny.
yeah.
Yeah, I looked like, where's mine, guys?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yes,
I left the
That was
house.
very nice.
My,
No,
wi-
I
my
know.
wife and I made a stop at the Bedagliaco house on Christmas Eve, and
Yeah,
he comes out with, "Look, I got you guys things." I was like, "What the
It was-
fuck?"
it was
dude?"
one- It was more of a housewarming yours.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Oh.
I got him a nice
He got me a
dartboard.
dartboard,
Oh, that's
so that we
cool.
can play
Yeah.
darts.
Yeah.
Yes.
You guys are going to be like O'Brien and Bashir.
Bashir.
I'm not gonna lie. His gift is cool. He got a cool.
What'd you
gift.
get,
He got a
Brian?
cool collector's gift.
Well, they got the baby something,
Yeah.
really nice outfit,
Mhm.
and then like this Disney poster art book.
Yeah.
Which I think is
Oh.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like what? Like what's in there?
Like,
Like-
it's posters from different parks.
Yeah.
So like, let's say there's a ride and it was like a poster that was around the park.
Mm.
It's a collection of all of them. It's like a collector. item.
Like classic stuff from like the
classic,
60s?
Yeah.
modern. It's everything.
That's
Yeah.
kind of fun.
It's
Yeah,
cool.
collectors. So
And get him, of course, bought us all some nice
Yeah.
wine.
Yes, I did.
Vino.
Yes.
Yes.
There's just a lot of great stuff happening.
A lot
Nice
of
people.
charity.
Me looking like a schmuck.
yeah. Well, we got to get him something.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
You know,
Reviewing
yeah.
history got me something. So
Yeah.
yeah. That's just my tradition. I don't know what to. I came up with it years ago. I wanted to do I want to do a Christmas card with my ex, and then she dumped me, and so I'm like, I'm still doing the fucking Christmas card, but I did with all my pets. And yeah, so then I started. You know,
The famous McDonald's video pets.
Oh yes, yes.
Now people don't know what that is. I don't.
Why don't you tell them, get them?
Years back, I did a video where some lady came up with the idea that McDonald's hamburgers don't decompose, and she messed with the video a little. You could tell like she put the burger like in an oven and something and dried it out.
Mm-hmm.
So I did a similar experiment where I left a burger on my coffee table, and I set up a camera to record it, and I let
Time lapse.
Yeah, and I let my pets just go nuts on it. And my one cat stole the burger within like the first 2 minutes. And then my other one knocked the fries off, and they went to town on them. So yeah, yeah. So
Overall successful.
Good day for the cats.
yes, oh yeah, especially my dumb cat who grabbed the burger.
No, that's a smart cat.
Yes,
You don't want the burger?
No, he said.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
but they left the bun, so which was funny. Then eventually they got
Keto.
hungry enough to eat the bun. Yeah.
Yeah, Atkins.
Yeah. Do you guys have any New Year's resolutions?
I'm doing dry January.
Okay, nice.
You're not drinking this whole month?
Yes. Oh well, no. Yes, this month.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So no Nat Daddies.
No, I already.
Do you
warned
drink too much?
I don't think so. Everyone else thinks I do, but
I got this funny little drinking problem. Frankly, I like it.
I have 3 beers a night usually when I'm working.
But it's not 3 normal beers. It's 3 24-ounce
Daddies.
beers, right?
25 ounce. Yeah.
25
Every day?
Every day at work.
He has 70. He has
At work.
Well, if it's
That's every day. Get 'em.
I have 2 days off a week. No, if
That's 5 out of the 7 days a week.
Yeah.
You're having 3 Nat Daddies.
Do you drink on
In
your
order
off
to
days?
endure the misery that is this job, I must medicate myself.
No, on my-
with Nat Daddies.
on my days
Yeah,
off,
why do you drink the worst beer ever? Like,
because it works.
He has to deal with these 3 assholes at the table. Meaning us, not the other guys.
It works. I developed a taste for it. It's hobo fuel.
Mm.
Yeah. So
You ever think about switching to Pabst?
they don't sell it in like I don't
No,
think they
you're
sell
right.
it in
He
25
needs,
ounce cans.
he needs 75 ounces of beer a night in the cheapest way he can get it. That's why it's Natties.
Yes.
You think it's going to be a rough month?
No, I've done it before. I actually did it for like 6 months.
If
Right.
you touch the bed he's on, you feel the shakes. People pay $0.25 to go on the bed Get'ems on.
They rent me out in hotels.
Motels.
Holy shit, that's dark.
No, I've done it before. I did it, like I said, I did it for 6 months. I would only drink like once a month.
Mhm.
Like I just drank for like Super Bowl, like
Occasions.
yeah. People came down, so I'm not worried. But I do have some backups in the fridge just in case I get
Trulies.
the shake.
Chulies.
Trulies.
They make
You
great
gotta
gum.
switch to Trulies.
What about you guys?
The
Any
vodka
resolutions?
sodas.
I think I generally just try to better myself, you know, in different ways.
Yeah, you fucking
Maybe
failing.
next year you'll tip on Christmas. When you
Maybe,
get your
yeah,
coffee.
maybe.
You're failing so far.
Yeah.
Look, I have a tipping problem.
Are you a bad tipper?
Sometimes I'm a no tipper. This came up recently.
Get him, don't tip.
Is it? Sometimes you don't pay
Did you
either.
know?
Like I don't tip.
Waitressing is the #1 job for an uneducated woman, whatever the fuck he says. I don't know.
Like I used to not tip at buffets because I felt I was doing most of the work, so I didn't feel the need to tip.
But they clean, that's all.
They
So you
clean, they
pay
bring
for
you,
the
they take the
clean.
plates away.
They don't bring you drinks, though.
They bring you,
Yeah,
they
they
do
do.
bring you. That's the one thing they do.
But
Oh, so
I
that's
would get
good.
my own
You
drink
gotta
if they
tip
would
for
let
that.
me. I would,
Yeah, that's what
yeah.
I mean.
Like if they brought me a pitcher and a
If they
glass
would
of water.
let me.
Yeah.
Well, that's how they justify the tip.
Yeah.
I guess so.
It doesn't
but,
have to be a big tip, but yourself.
but yeah, so now I at least tip at the buffet. So, and I do tip like.
Is
in
that
other
the
places.
only instance you wouldn't be tipping, or you?
Yeah, that was my big thing of where I don't tip. Is
That was
at the
his
buffet.
hard
and it was a principle thing.
I just felt I was doing almost all the
You're
work.
a guy I noticed, like just talking to you over the years now. You get like a hard on for certain things. Like you have a whole thing with people at the supermarket and cameras,
Yes. Oh, definitely.
and I think it's insane.
So does everybody else.
Because it is insane.
Do you realize now if you go into the Apple store, you sign away the rights to your likeness?
No, I didn't know that.
Wait,
Yeah.
so if Ant walks in Apple,
An
the
Apple
next
store.
day,
They own me.
wait, the next day
They
there's a
own the use of
commercial
your
on
likeness.
TV,
Yes.
and it's like, "Are you gay? Do you love phones?" And it's just
me smiling.
Yeah,
Are you gay? Do you love phones?
I mean, you went in June. It's a Pride promotion.
Look, you know,
It's not him smiling. It's him just looking.
people mock me, but then like Rite Aid just got fined, and they're not allowed for the next 5 years to use facial recognition software.
Why'd they get fined?
Because their facial recognition software was messing up.
Clause.
Like it was identifying people of different races as other people and identifying them as shoplifters, and the employees would have to follow them around the store.
It was racist.
Careful, guys. Shut up. Don't make the jokes you want to make because it's getting cut anyway. We're nipping it in the bud.
Please. Please.
We're stopping right here.
Yeah, everything against
I'm
facial
sweating.
everything against facial recognition cameras and receipt checkers.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on.
Yeah, I have emails.
You open the door, I walk through it, okay?
I think we need more of those.
All right. This is from Chris Coach. So let me start with you three suck. Hard. I
Don't mention
mean
me.
it. If the Chicago way for sucking had a depiction, your faces would plaster it.
an old
Mouths
school line.
open, gulp, and yum. Harsh, tough love is still love. And you guys, I love. Harshly.
Thank you, sir.
I have rewatched every movie you ass muffins have reviewed.
Wow.
Death Hunt being the only one I had not previously seen.
Huh.
Motherfucking Death Hunt.
Yeah.
If there was a chef to kiss, I would have Frenched him. My wife's not the best cook. That's between us. You're not alone, buddy. I apologize for...
When did Brian become like a fucking Catskills comedian?
Oh, take my wife, please.
Yeah.
I'm married with a kid.
Yeah, the
It's
old
like-
ball and chain.
Welcome to the Borscht Belt.
His life is slowly becoming the honeymoon.
Oh, when I get home...
One of these days, Alessandra. Bang, zoom, to the moon.
It's not just bluster with Brian, though. He actually belts it.
Yeah.
It's really sad.
I was preparing for a game show the other day.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. I would have Frenched them. That's between us. I
Yeah.
apologize for only being able to spend $5 on the Bandcamp drop.
Why would you apologize?
Yeah, that's
for that?
wonderful.
You spent
That was
more than most
wonderful.
people on
Thank you.
Earth. Yeah.
My ringtone was worth it alone. The rest was garbage. I love garbage. Heart. This is for you guys. Thank you. You made a comic book clerk very happy.
Hey, all
You're
right.
welcome.
Fuck you, you
Thank
cock
you.
smoking clerk.
Is that the second one?
That was the first email. And then he said,
No, that line you just said.
From Clerks.
no, it's in the first one, I think.
Is it?
Doesn't Jay say it after he bangs on the window?
Yeah.
He goes, fuck you, you cock smoking clerk.
And then they put up the little sign
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
I made a wrong turn the other day, and I ended up in front of the quick stop.
And you turned
Okay.
black and white.
Yeah.
He went into the bathroom and fucked a dead guy.
Yeah, that's right.
They liked it.
You have that soft toilet paper.
Yeah, the other one hurts my hemorrhoids.
I like the girl with the big boobies.
The tits aren't as big in that one. What did you say? I got made him over the top Jewish too.
Oy.
What's that guy doing in Middletown, New Jersey?
Yeah.
Oh, they're spreading.
Oh, you don't like that, do you? You would fit in.
From the river to the sea, right? Get
A
him?
little-
And we're blacklisted.
my farm was near Lakewood, and one day I saw a hat shop, and I thought like maybe they had cowboy hats in there, not thinking. And I walked in, and I got like stares like you wouldn't believe.
Well, they thought
You could fit in.
That's
They probably thought it was some
the
kind of
only
gimmick.
time a goy walks into a shop like that is they're getting ready to shoot them. That's why they're looking at you like, oh boy, here it comes.
But I kind of like the big tall beaver, like the stovepipe hat.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a Quaker.
The big
Yeah,
hockey
we're
puck.
known for our amazing fashion. All right. So he said, I reread my email. He sends an email again. I reread my
Is this
email.
the same guy?
Yeah.
Oh.
And decided to apologize. I didn't express my love for the show as much as I wanted. The Xmas pod was excellent and the games were great. Keep up the entertaining
Don't
work.
encourage that behavior. The games.
Keep up the entertaining work. Have a Merry Christmas, and the Chicago way is the only way.
That was just Brian sending an email to himself.
Yeah.
Brian, you are so
You're so good at doing games.
The Chicago way. That was a good. That was
Yeah.
the Untouchables
Yeah, it's
episode.
a callback.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that
Next
the,
email.
We got another
I'm
one.
proud of that joke.
All right. Hi, as a two-men listener, I wanted to support you boys too. You've given me some good
thank
laughs
you.
coming onto the show, both Brian and Ant. I can't
Oh,
wait
God
for
damn
the
it.
other dudes to cross the pond too. Just a quick question. How long will your bonus episode be available? Due to Christmas and buying for the kids, I'm as brasic as a bird's ass. I've never heard that. Have you?
Brasic?
So
Brassic. Or Brassic?
I don't know. Never heard it before.
I've never heard
It's
it.
not
Maybe
a
it's a
term I'm
British
familiar
saying?
with. I guess so.
You
Yeah.
just learned
Oh, maybe it's,
something.
I'm as brasic as a bird's ass.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Cockney slang.
A bird's a woman, though.
They're so advanced.
Well,
with
I think
their-
he meant a
their
physical
slang.
bird.
It's so advanced.
Yeah, their slang is
Their
on a
cursing
different
is
level.
we
on another level.
decided we removed the holiday merchandise, but we kept up
The pod is
episode.
there.
The
Oh, yeah.
pod will be available,
You can get that whenever you
And
want.
we will continue
Damn
sending.
well, please.
and
to
anything
charity.
we get, we send to St. Jude no matter what. Even though Aunt said no.
I
Well,
don't buy it.
Well,
let's
here's
say
the thing.
we
No
don't-
one's going to buy it out of the season, so it
Right.
doesn't matter. We're not going to have to
Right.
do it.
But let's say
But
next
okay,
year
but
we
let's
get
say-
like 20,000 new listeners and they want the first one. We're not going to keep the money if it's for fucking charity.
This guy who just emailed us,
Yeah.
he has not bought it. Has
Well,
expressed
he sent this.
has expressed a desire to buy it.
Oh.
Let's say he buys it in 2 months. 2 months from now,
Yeah.
you've already sent the money. It's gone. Are you really going to send $2 to St. Jude?
You can
Yeah.
send whatever you want. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
I will
donation.
honor the deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
$2 is $2. Like it's nothing to us, but
I'm
If
It
it's
builds up.
if 1,000 people give $2 a fucking month.
So are you going to
That's
hold
like
on to the
$200,000
$2,000 for 6 years
wait,
until
so-
it becomes a substantial amount?
So for Ant, $2 to charity, not good.
I'm not saying it's not good. I'm just saying you don't have the will to do it.
It's a monthly
You're
statement.
not going to fucking take the time out of your life to
We get
send
a
the
I
money.
sit on my
Statement.
I sit on my laptop all day. I can do it.
Bandcamp actually gives us like the breakdown of what we owe them.
He just embezzled $40 from us, and look at the
He did.
fucking
He did.
plethora of problems
I know.
that happened after he couldn't
You
send
hear
the
that?
money.
You hear that, alphabet people?
The money was put back
Yes, but the process to get it
process was
back was a
nonsensical.
nightmare.
because Steve was being a dick on purpose to punish
I'm
me.
the dick. I'm the dick.
You could
You embezzled.
an embezzle.
But I'm the dick for not putting his money back that he stole.
It's only white collar crime.
Yeah.
He said, so I was wondering if he'll still be around after the holidays once I'm paid again.
It will be. Yeah.
And I said, keep up the great, and he said, keep up the great content, my Yankee fellows. And I
Thank you.
emailed to him and I was like, hey, I want you to know it will be around
Yeah.
if you
Mhm.
want it.
Even though we're dirty colonials, we still like you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said he listens at work and, you know, he likes listening to our show.
That's
Sweet.
fantastic.
All right. So let's see what else we got. There's 2 more emails.
Okay.
This is from William Mumfrey.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah. The crazy Irish guy under his alias of Billy Mumfrey, referencing Seinfeld.
Oh boy, here it comes.
Hey guys, just listened to the Crossing episode
Mhm.
and really enjoyed it. Great episode.
All right.
We did it, boys.
Winning.
Yeah.
We did
Really
it.
glad you guys dug the movie. I grew up 15 minutes from Washington's Crossing, Pennsylvania, and currently
So
live
he's not
about
Irish?
15, 20 minutes from Valley Forge.
He's here?
He's here.
He's not even that far away.
Yeah. Imagine he's like straight American. Like he's not Irish at all. We've just been assuming he's Irish. He said, so this particular bit of history is near and dear, as they say.
Mhm.
Oh, also, I was born in Trenton, so a lot of local connections for me. So he's an American.
I was born in
This
Trenton,
guy
too.
has been misrepresenting himself so fucking hard.
You're calling him a fraud.
I'm not calling him a fraud. I'm just saying maybe we drew bad conclusions.
Where
But
are
he
the-
always gets mad at Irish accents.
Where
Yeah.
are the assholes?
Maybe he was born in America and then they went back to Ireland.
Mm.
Maybe he's just an American who's obsessed with Ireland for some reason. I don't know.
Aaron Cobra.
Continue the email.
All right.
He's sending Tommy
Guy's
guns
an
to
enigma.
fucking Michael Collins. He's one of those guys,
Right.
like Nucky Thompson.
He said he grew up in Trenton, so a lot of local connections for him. I was really expecting you guys to knock it for the look of the movie, being a TV production with a smaller budget.
No, it is what it is.
But happily, you weren't too critical. It's a TV movie. You can't judge it based
get it.
on like
Yeah.
a
It's not the
Hollywood
first
budget.
TV movie we've done either.
and it's not like it looks bad.
No,
It's
it's
totally
fine.
acceptable. Yeah.
just like the other one we did.
Like, yeah, all of us wish it had a bigger budget and it wasn't 4.3, but it is what it is,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
He said Jeff Daniels does historical characters really well.
Agreed.
Made a great Washington and also was very good as Joshua Lawrence Chamberlain in the Gettysburg movies.
Mm.
John Glover and his Marblehead Fishermen Marblehead Fishermen have to be the biggest unsung heroes of the Revolution.
They really are. Like they saved the army numerous times.
Underrated.
Yeah. Like all those, like Washington is famous for being like the best at retreating.
It's
You know
those
what
guys.
I mean? Those guys are what make it
They're
possible.
doing the grunt work,
Yeah.
yeah. As was mentioned in the movie, they bailed out Washington's troops on multiple occasions. All in all, this was a top 3 episode for me.
All right.
Didn't even mind the kiss shit. I bought the pay-per-view of the last show hoping to see something worthwhile, though I absolutely didn't expect Ace or Peter to show up, and instead got the same show I saw in Philadelphia in 1985.
It's so funny that this show has turned into like a side Kiss show.
Yes.
We've been talking about Kiss so much for the last few episodes.
Yeah.
Like even going back to like the Dirt.
Yeah, it's,
like it's just Kiss talk.
it's our secondary pod.
It's
you know?
got to be done now, right? Like the band is over.
They're
We're
Here we
doing
go,
it
here we
again.
go.
We're doing it again.
we have
I
transcended.
gotta pull those reins
Your
back.
love has made us immortal. Yeah, they're avatars now.
We'll see what happens. Leave it at
Do you
that.
like Kiss, get them?
No, not
at all?
Really, no.
Oh.
I have a horrible music taste, and I think people will.
You
agree with
like
it.
like 2000s emo stuff, right?
I like
T Swift?
80s move. I like some 80s music, 90s music.
You mean like 80s pop music, right? Like Corey Hart.
No.
Yeah, you got to be more genre based when because like 80s could be so much.
Again,
Like hair
it's-
metal?
No, not hair metal either. I like certain things, and
You like
New
like-
wave.
Yeah, he likes
New
like
wave.
fucking
Thompson Twins.
yeah.
it'll cross.
West End Boys by the Pet Shop Boys.
Yeah, no, maybe like Rock the
West End
Casbah.
Girls.
Rock the Casbah. Is that, or
You
is
like
that
disco?
70s?
Sorry.
No,
That's
I-
punk. That's like
I like
Yeah.
Casbah, Rock.
I
Yeah,
like
it's the
specific
Clash.
songs. I like specific songs,
Mhm.
and I don't mind mixing them
He
up.
likes the hits.
Sure.
Yeah,
I mean, we walked in here before, and he was very much enjoying the Taylor
he
Swift.
loves
concert.
T Swift. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I was enjoying it too.
Yeah, I
Um,
think we all were.
I was actually surprised at how he knew every word to some of the songs.
Which one of us?
No, Get Him.
Oh, get
I
it?
didn't know. He knew every.
You knew more than Get Him.
Certain
Yes.
songs I know.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like I still have a radio in my
You're a
car.
Swiftie.
I still have a radio in my car,
Yeah.
so I listen to whatever's on the radio.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So
Mm.
yeah, it has become more and more horrible. 92.3 switched from alternative rock to 1010 Wins,
Oh, really?
and
For
it
the
is like,
locals.
huh?
No, continue.
Oh yeah, and it is just like I try listening to it to like keep up on the news, but it's all depressing.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, someone got beat down in the subway. Go to 1010wins.com to see the suspect.
So you said one other things. Hearing the various pronunciations of names during the previous
Here he goes
episode,
again.
the Old Testament, I got to wondering what names from antiquity you guys would put in, say, your top 5.
Ooh.
Not only that, but if you had to choose one name from your list for your child in present day, which one would it be? Now, I'm going to tell you this. I forgot I didn't want to read this email because I know what he's doing here.
Yeah.
He sent a list of a bunch of Greek names,
And he wants you to read
and he
them.
wants me to
Yes.
read it
Yeah.
and mispronounce it. I
Yeah.
don't want to give him the satisfaction.
You want me
Yeah,
to
but
read them?
how are we gonna know?
No,
I
you
want
gotta
to
read
know.
them.
You
That's the
gotta
bit.
read it. That's the
But
whole
I think
point.
it's funnier if I undercut his bit. And
No,
just,
it's not.
I
No, it's
don't
not.
play
No,
along.
it's-
Play the game,
No.
Harding.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Buy the ticket, take the ride. Let's go.
Fuck you. All right. This is his list in no
His list of
particular order.
great
Yeah, what a
names.
great name.
All right. right. Just know, I know what you're fucking up to here. All right. His list in no particular order. Agamemnon.
That's classic. Yes, there you go.
That is probably number one.
You got some practice on that
Yeah.
one.
Archimedes.
Okay, good.
Good name.
Good.
This is where he starts fucking around a bit. All right. Hold on. Artemisia?
Oh, yeah. Artemisia.
Artemisia. I said it right?
Yeah, or Artemisia, yeah.
Okay. Pythagoras.
Yes.
That one's-
okay.
that one
Yeah,
is-
good,
okay.
good. Pythagoras.
And his
It's got a
last one.
theorem.
Yeah.
Themistocles?
Themistocles.
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 Thermopyline. Tremopoline.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
So
So I think that almost backfired. You're getting good.
He's learning.
he can reason.
Yeah.
So the one that the old name I really like is Heracles.
Heracles?
Yeah, that's a good one. Heraclius.
Yeah, name my kid that, you
Mhm.
know?
Would Hector count?
Sure.
I like Hector.
Okay.
I like
think
Trajan.
Hector's-
I'm naming my son
Ooh,
Trajan.
Ooh, Trajan's good. They have a board game, Trajan. I wanted to buy it.
What is it?
It's like a Roman strategy game of
Sick.
like resources, and I really want it.
It's the height of the empire.
I'll buy it.
Tiberius?
Yeah, yeah.
Tiberius is good.
Neb-
He's a
Nebuchadnezzar?
tyrant. Oh, yeah. A little Babylon.
Do you like that name? Like, would you name your child that?
Possibly.
That's also the name of the ship in The Matrix.
That's right. Yes.
Well, it's Nebuchadnezzar was all about dreams and such, so that's
Mm.
where the Matrix comes in. The dream world.
Dream World of Magic, like Narnia.
What else?
Shadrach.
Shadrach?
I don't know Shadrach. What's Shadrach?
I think it was one of the three that were thrown in the furnace.
No, that was Herschel. He was my relative, Herschel Morris.
It was in 1941.
Zebulon.
Zebulon
Zebulon.
Pike. Remember him?
Yeah, Zebulon was one of the 12 children of Israel.
Ah.
Yeah.
So he said picking one of those as a modern name would be pretty tough, I have to admit. But I might have to go with Agamemnon because that sounds like a dude that could kick some ass. Happy holidays, Billy.
Hey, all right.
And
Happy holidays.
we got one last email.
Thank you
It's the
again.
name of a ship in Babylon 5.
What is?
Agamemnon. Agamemnon.
Really?
Yeah.
I never watched Babylon
It
5.
was a good show.
I've heard good things.
Like, it was good in that it was written as a 5-year or 5-season arc. Totally.
They only got 2, right?
no,
No,
they
they
did
got, like,
5.
They got 5, but then they finished what they wanted to do, and then they wanted them to go further, and it was like, well, now they have to start creating things.
Now, as a fan of both, do you believe that the Deep Space Nine robbed them? Like the story? For anyone who doesn't know, the guy who created Babylon 5
John Michael
pitched
Straczynski.
it to Paramount, right?
Mm.
And he claims that the first season of Deep Space Nine like directly rips off his plots.
That would explain so much of Deep Space Nine.
Really?
It's the black sheep of the Star Trek
Yeah.
universe.
Well,
it's
it's the
completely
spa-
different.
The Babylon 5 it's a space station where like politics happen on it.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah, well, that's the politics is based there specifically. Like
Mhm.
they have members of all these species, and they're
It's like the Citadel from Mass Effect. If you've played that.
nope, never have, but like they have it's like the UN of that universe.
Mhm.
Yeah, but they have jump points. They don't really.
Is there a bar?
They never really focus on that kind of stuff.
I liked Mass Effect when I played it.
There is
Great
a
game.
there is a place like where there's shops and everything else like that.
The
And they-
Promenade?
yes, almost like that. Yeah.
Is
So
there a
it's-
gay Taylor?
No.
Who's a spy?
He's not gay.
He's gay.
He's
He's pretty gay.
He's gay. Man.
He's bi. He went after.
Yeah, he was banging Zial.
Yeah.
That was for the mission.
Spies do anything for the mission. Yeah.
That's why I think he's bi. He would do what he has to do for the mission, and he's
Oh.
okay with it.
What was that movie we watched? The Mincemeat movie?
Yeah, I mean,
Where the guy
That's where we learned
was
it.
banging like
Yep.
Spanish ambassadors.
He was jerking them off, giving
Yeah.
them handies
Yeah,
in the park.
he jerked
Miss
off an old
Saigon.
man. Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, didn't some like dude pretend to be a chick, like to nail some senator or something?
Yeah.
You heard that story?
I mean, there was the one guy in California who was banging a Chinese spy.
No, that's recent. She was an actual woman.
That's
But
Fang.
this
Fang.
this Asian man, like like start dressing like a woman, wearing makeup and stuff, and went undercover as a female, and he started sleeping with some
Dudes?
Ambassador, I
some
believe?
American ambassador. Yeah,
What the fuck?
yeah, and he like he trapped.
That's like the South Park thing.
Freeze!
Yeah.
Freeze! He
Yeah.
dresses as a prostitute and he's just prostituting himself.
All right. Last email, guys.
Sure.
First off, thank you for the Christmas pod. I've listened to it in its entirety more than 6 times.
All right.
Insanity.
I think you need help. And, we have a service for this.
Yeah. Better help.
Better help.
Well, thank you for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yes,
awesome.
we
That's-
appreciate the support.
It's great. He said, I'm Chris Coach on Twitter. My last
Oh,
name
I've
is
seen this guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
my last name is Kassersberger. Obviously, I'm
Say that
German,
again.
so I go by Coach.
Wait, what?
Kassersberger.
Koch.
Yeah.
Koch, Koch.
Koch.
ERSP,
Kochers.
Kocher.
Kochers.
Kochersp.
and then
Kochersberger.
PERGER.
Kochersberger. Yeah.
Kochersberger. Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
said,
boy.
right?
No, I just wanted to
Yeah.
get the full.
So
effect
I
of
go
this.
by Coach. Thank God. You see, I respect this guy. Something easily pronounceable. So I go by Coach. My grandfather died fighting the Nazis.
He fell out of the garden.
Thank you.
Wait, what'd you say?
He fell
Yeah, I
out
heard
of
that
the
joke.
guard tower.
Yeah, my grandfather died in the Holocaust. He fell out of the guard tower.
That's funny.
We got tricked into that on TSD once.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, someone sent in a letter.
God, fighting the Nazis
Wow.
in Germany?
I think you were lied to.
So in school, I got called a Nazi more than once because of that absurdly long last name. I got suspended more than once for knocking cats' dicks in the dirt. No animals were harmed. So his email has a year, so I'm guessing he's a little older,
Mm-hmm.
where that would be more reasonable. You three are extremely entertaining and well-informed.
Thank you.
Enhance. Bigger. Rupp, you are my favorite. I adore License to Pod.
That's
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
You learned a lot from Walt, and that makes me happy. See, that I like hearing that.
Right.
I try
hearing
to.
that. Compliments about myself.
He's just telling you he likes you.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No.
Of course you like hearing that.
the Walt thing makes me happy because I did try to take a lot.
You're modeling
from
your
Walt.
life.
Yeah, that's
You have a
your
hero. That's
role
nice.
model.
Yeah.
Um,
And boss.
and he said, "Aunt, don't fret, my pet. I love you in the Chicago way.
Thank you.
Your
That
ability
joke
to,
kills me.
Yeah. Your ability to pull knowledge as easy as breathing is truly a gift."
Nice.
Thank you. Wow, look at this.
Yeah.
Is,
Look at you guys.
this is just a suck fest.
Yeah.
Now you're going to tell Beaver he sucks.
Steve. You're okay.
Fuck this guy. Fuck this guy.
We have some funny fucking listeners, man.
Just answer me this. Is it an uppercase okay or a lowercase okay?
Lowercase.
Oh. Couldn't even give me the uppercase.
Yeah.
Did he spell it with an AY or is it just the OK?
Just the letters.
God damn him.
Oh my god. That so was the way to do that.
Yeah. He said, "Kidding. I think you are the glue and super witty.
Thank you.
Also, congrats on your marriage.
Oh, thank you very much.
I love y'all's friendship and can't speak for the rest of the listeners, but I'm sure that they would agree there is a sense of comfort and beauty with it
Right.
and gayness."
This is so pleasant. Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
It was about to be so nice. Never mind.
Everything is undercut with a joke at all times.
I think that's us though.
Yeah.
Very fitting.
This is what we've created.
This is what we're fostering. This is the attitudes we're fostering.
You can say something nice,
But
and you immediately must chop it down. It can't just stand.
We must let it grow. It must wither at the roots.
That's good. That's good.
I love you guys and would pay Patreon for your shows.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry for this missive.
You know, you
but
can send money without Patreon.
yeah, we take
It's
checks.
called Venmo.
Just send it to me. I'll send you my PayPal. I promise to share it. Sorry for this missive, but I just watched a movie that blew me away. Brotherhood of the Wolf, very loosely based on the Beast of Gavadon. It's French made.
Is it the Beast of oh my god, Jean Vidal?
He put Gevaudin.
Yeah, Jean Vidal.
Okay,
I actually was thinking about doing this.
I've
as
seen
one of
this
our
movie.
episodes. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How is it?
I saw it years ago. I was in like a French film phase. I liked it.
Uh-huh.
What?
Nothing.
What? What's funny about a French film phase?
You ever hear of the Beast of Jean Vidal?
From the movie? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He saw the movie.
Yeah, it's about. It was like a some kind of creature that was killing people in France, and they had to get like the court huntsman to try and track it down.
That
And
sounds awesome.
nobody really knows what it was. Some people think it was like a lion
People think it was a werewolf
or a dog that someone had put armor on.
Yeah.
Is that like that episode of? Is that like that episode of Voyager when Grendel was attacking?
I don't remember which one was that.
Well,
The
this
one where the
sounds
doctor
awesome.
goes
I'm
into
so
the
bad
holodeck.
at Voyager. Like
I
I
thought
only
you were good at Voyager.
No, I Voyager is like the one I know the least.
Yeah, I thought it was my favorite. Then I've been watching it, and I'm like, no, it's DS9.
DS9
then
is
DS9
by far my
is the only
favorite.
good one.
No,
to be
they're
honest.
they're all good.
be
TNG is
honest.
good.
except for
Voyager, I can't get into.
Yeah, it's tough. It was.
It's like watching your mom in space with Janeway.
Like I know people hate when
Get in my minivan.
You know what?
kids.
I would have watched it more if it was just called
Do you remember-
Star Trek Mom in Space.
like she's so unsexual because they have 7 of 9.
Yeah.
You know. But do you remember that one where she's hunting like a flying parasite thing?
Oh yeah, the macrovirus.
Yes, and
Yes.
they make her take her top off pretty much. She's walking around in,
yeah,
a, in a tank
she's
top.
got like the fucking hypo spray, like
Yeah,
bandolier.
yeah.
Yeah. I think that was around the time that Picard is like swinging from board.
Oh, the
Yes.
Die Hard episode?
Yeah, no, the movie.
In
First Contact?
I think it was Insurrection when he's in the thing.
No,
He's
it's First Contact when
Yeah,
he's
he's
swinging.
swinging
you're
on
right,
the-
yes.
yeah.
Because
the
they released
gas.
the gas. Yeah.
right.
But like they were like, it looks great when the captain's down to his t-shirt, so let's do it to Janeway. But yeah, there was an episode. It was supposed to be, I guess, based on Grendel, that whole
Mhm.
mythology, and there's something going through the holodeck killing people. So
Why not just turn the holodeck off?
they can't because the
There's-
controls.
yeah, come on, dude.
Yeah, no.
Hot device.
And the doctor's program had become integrated into the holodeck off his mobile emitter. So if they did that, they would kill the
They would
doctor.
kill him.
But yeah, when they brought 7 of 9 on, people deride it, but that's actually when it started to.
That's
get
when he gets good.
it starts to get good. And they also
Scorpion's the best episode.
yeah.
What about Year of Hell?
That's
Year of
good
Hell's
too.
good,
That's got Red Foreman.
We had that on the other day.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I find when they started allowing like the Doctor and 7 of 9 to interact, it really started blossoming.
That was a good
because
relationship.
yeah. And then her eventually getting with Chakotay and everything.
Yeah, you know, it's like certain characters like really have nothing going on. Like Harry Kim.
Tom
God,
Paris.
yes.
Tom Paris is not great.
Even-
Although I do like his relation with B'Elanna. I like B'Elanna.
well, it was all Robert Duncan Neal started directing episodes, so he kind of like moved off his
Mhm.
Is that the actor?
yeah.
Oh, you started directing.
Chakotay kind of sucks too.
Yeah, and especially when you find out that like the guy they hired to
The
teach
only
him
character
about
that's allowed to have any religion in the show, in any Star Trek show.
Oh,
And-
Kira.
oh yeah,
But she's an alien. No humans have
Mm.
any religion except Chakotay.
Right.
Up to
Yeah.
that point.
and then like you find out that the guy who they hired to teach him about how to be an Indian or Native American was just a complete and utter total fraud.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. It became like a scandal, so like they had to like
Nice.
hush it up, put it away.
So this movie.
Let me finish the email.
Yeah, this movie.
The movie is Brotherhood of the Wolf, based loosely on the Beast of
Jovadan.
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 It's French made and entertaining as fuck. It's Predator, Highlander, and every action movie wrapped in a tit galore. Era semi-accurate, stuffy French upper crust beast of a flick. I implore you to check it out. Hopefully it can be reviewed. I love
Sounds
you guys
awesome.
either way.
Yeah.
Keep up the excellent content. I see you guys blowing up. Yes, I said blowing. Have a great New Year's. Coach. P.S. Keep it gay and more Lucas.
Everyone thinks we're gay.
This is what we fostered.
So we have our picks for this episode, but maybe next episode I'll use mine for that one.
You like the sound of that?
I like the sound of that. That sounds fun.
Was it a good movie, Brian?
I saw this like over a decade ago.
Mhm.
I saw this
look
like
at-
2010.
If
So-
it's very much in the realm of this, where it's like a true enough story that we could sink our teeth into, I don't mind giving that a go. You know.
Like the Beast did.
Mm-hmm.
So
Thank you for the
it's
email.
history
That's
time.
very nice.
I have a light one. You want me to go
I
first?
think all
Yeah.
of ours are going to be pretty light this week
So
because
Brian,
decided to do
we're doing a
a
theme.
theme, but it's a loose theme.
Well, I said because it's the first one of the new year. It's the start of a new year. I figured that we should kind of do something to celebrate that. So I wanted you guys to have the first of
Famous
summer.
firsts.
Famous
yes.
first, yeah.
Yes. Okay. Well, I want to talk about William Huskisson. Has any of you ever heard of this man?
Oh, he was the guy who invented shucking corn. That's why they call it a husk. No one ate corn before him.
How do we get into this thing?
Yeah.
It's impossible.
I almost walked out. Oh my god.
The husk.
No.
No.
What did this
So
person
William
do?
Huskisson. My notes vanished off my phone. In 1830, he became the first man to do something, and I'm not going to reveal what that is until the story is
Okay.
over. But he was an MP, a member of Parliament for Liverpool, and
so he was a Beetle. He sounded like this.
he was a big proponent of what was becoming the brand new industry, railroading.
What?
And at the opening, like he was pushing for this to happen. So the first
Okay.
ever
He's
passenger,
pro railroad.
yes, the first ever passenger railroad in history was the Liverpool Manchester line.
I did not know that.
Yes, and it was a big deal in England at the time.
I mean, it's a big deal for the world,
Sure,
right?
Yes,
So we can go from there to there.
and
quicker.
I'm a big
How
proponent
long
of
is that?
travel.
Liverpool to Manchester.
Yeah.
Not terribly long. I mean, it's England. Nothing's very
That's
far
true.
away from anything else.
But I talk to English people sometimes, and they'll
Mhm.
be like, "I had to drive from London to Scotland. It took me 6 hours to get."
Yeah.
It's like, yeah,
That's nothing.
I drive to Florida. It takes me 24 hours.
But like you have to wonder, like, what was the yearly average that people traveled?
Well, at that time, almost none. you
Yeah,
know?
like
Like
would you
this is game changing.
like would you go 30 mile? Like 30 mile? What are you talking about? That's
Yeah, that takes days.
that's the other side of the
I don't, know,
world.
I don't have a horse.
Right.
That's a 35 mile trip.
Mhm.
Wow.
That's
Okay.
Staten Island.
Yes.
The length.
Staten Island is 14 miles around.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, that's nothing.
it's nothing.
So this guy George Stephenson, he's known as the father of passenger railways.
Okay.
He
He had bad breath.
he's like the guy behind all this, and they're having this big ceremony to open the railroad, right? And all these dignitaries come. The Duke of Wellington, in particular, he comes
This is
out.
big.
Yes, he comes out. This is the hero from Waterloo. He comes out and all these people, and they're going to ride this train. It's called the Northumbrian, is the name of the train.
There you go, from Liverpool to Manchester.
So you have to imagine that there's two tracks next to each other, right? So the Northumbrian is on this track, and on that train, and it's not like a modern train, right? It's these ridiculous looking machines, these steam engines, brand new steam engines that no one had ever seen before, and it's completely open air, like the cars. So it's just
Oh,
like people
wow.
sitting in wagons, pretty much. You know?
being
okay.
pulled.
Yeah.
It's not even like a Western train that I'm thinking
No,
of.
no. It's very, very primitive as
Okay.
far as railroading is concerned, right? So you got the Northumbrian. It's got all the members of Parliament, famous people. Duke of Wellington, he's on that train. And then next to it is the Rocket. The Rocket is the first ever steam engine. Like
Okay.
it's the prototype that all the other ones are based on. That is leading the way on the second track, and it has 6 trains following it. So it's like a long procession of trains, right?
Trains or cars?
Trains, like
Oh.
different locomotives are on
Okay.
the thing next to
Okay.
it, right? So the trains, they have to stop for water, and they can't make the whole trip in
It
one
gets
go.
too, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a steam engine and everything.
It
right?
gets hot, yeah.
So the Northumbrian stops for water, and everyone on the train is told, just stay in your seats. We'll be underway in a few moments. But some of them are excited, and they want to talk to each other. So this guy, William Huskisson, he hops off,
Oh,
and
no.
he wants to meet the Duke of Wellington and chat with him a little bit. They know each other, but he goes
Yeah.
over to shake his hand. And coming up on the track next to it is the Rocket, followed by its procession of other trains. Now it's not moving very fast. There's plenty of time for people to get out of the way. And, there's a bunch of people kind of milling about. And they all run away. Huskisson, who's known as a clumsy guy, decides he's not done chatting. So he takes his time. And eventually time runs out. So he tries to get out of the way of the rocket.
Oh, no.
He jumps onto the car that the Duke of Wellington is sitting in. He's like hanging off the side.
Yeah.
But he grabs a door. And the door swings open.
Oh, no.
And he gets thrown onto the tracks in front of the rocket and is mangled. His legs are completely destroyed. And he dies later that day. He becomes the first man to die in a train accident.
Did you look him up? Like,
I had heard this story before, and I just looked up the details to recount it to you guys.
so Michael Huskins, the first man to be killed by a train.
William
Huskins.
Huskisson.
So early on in the public train.
It's legit the first ride.
Yes. William
Wow.
Huskisson got himself mangled by a train.
Poor guy.
Do you remember in high school, kids
Oh,
would
man.
play like a chicken game with the train?
No.
No, we were.
I'll tell you what, I see a lot of trains in my life, in my
Yeah.
daily life. And a new thing in New York City is people will be riding on top of subway trains.
Yeah,
Like-
subway
like
surfing,
Spider-Man?
quote unquote.
Subway
like-
surfing, yeah.
In Queens, a lot of the trains are above ground. They're like
Uh-huh.
up on things. So I'll be like walking around and I see people sitting on top of trains like they're in fucking Bangladesh, like riding along. It's obviously Daredevil shit. Like
Yeah.
there's no reason to do that.
Doing it like for
But-
TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
But-
they've already paid a fare.
Legit, it happens once a week. I see it once a week. It's constant.
Well, there was a huge thing of people riding elevators. I remember in New York,
Oh yeah.
they'd pop the doors open and ride on top of the elevators.
Well,
and of course,
that's
why
why
they were
would
getting
you
killed.
do that?
for the
You gotta
thrill.
do it for the clout, bro.
Yeah.
I did
You need the
this.
likes.
Yeah.
I did.
What
this.
were you saying? Chicken? I didn't know what you were talking
Oh,
about.
Kids that
so
played chicken with the trains.
so
Yeah.
the Staten Island, I mean, I guess any train platform, but the Staten Island ones by the high school, they're all outdoors, right?
Yep.
And the kids would sit by where the trains come and they would sit with their legs over and they would play chicken to see who could like get their legs up last
Oh,
as the
not-
train was coming.
It's not a good idea.
Kids,
No,
kids definitely had lost their legs. Like it's been in the paper.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They used
What
to
do you
ride
have,
in
Get 'em?
between the carts?
All right, I think it's good because it kind of ties into what being at the first of the year.
Oh, nice.
Steamboat Willie,
Mickey
Ah.
Mouse.
Mickey Mouse, the first, not tech. It's considered the first appearance of Mickey and Minnie Mouse.
Mhm.
There were
It's
two.
actually not.
There were two other cartoons, but
Plain Crazy.
they were not released.
They released after, yes.
Yes. So it is also one of the first.
release.
Is also one of the first talkie cartoons.
Yes, it's the first time they synced sound and moving picture.
Yeah, and they had a
How long after the Jazz Singer is that?
Well, the Jazz Singer actually inspired Disney to do this.
Uh-huh.
Roy O. Disney.
Now, the Jazz Singer, for anyone who doesn't know, is the first
Talkie.
talkie.
Al Jolson.
Yeah.
That is
Neil Diamond.
1928, I believe.
And what year is this?
This is 1928.
Same year.
Yes.
So right
Pretty
away.
sure it came out December that
Moving
year.
fast.
What is the technology that changed that allowed them to do that? Do we know? Like,
in what sense?
how do you imprint sound on film? How does that work?
Well, what they would do. Well, first.
Probably too.
Like, I'm fascinated by like records. You know,
Well, originally there were cartoons. CARTUNES. There were cartoons. They were like 3-minute long cartoons, and they would have a bouncing ball, which would allow the
like a piano player in the theater.
or the people to keep up with the thing.
Mhm.
What Disney did was they started a metronome type system. So, because cartoons would eventually get out of sync,
Mhm.
especially with the post production sound, because it was a big problem. Let's say when someone gets hit over the head with a
Mallet.
or a pan, you want that boing. If that boing
Mhm.
doesn't hit right,
Then it doesn't work.
so what Disney would do is they would use a metronome system when recording, so that everything was always kept in sync.
Hmm.
So, but it's also it's the first Disney product that is going out of copyright. So as of 1/1/2024, Steamboat Willie is public domain. And you
Really?
can do whatever you want with the characters of
That's gonna be
Mickey and
huge.
Minnie from
As they are in Steamboat
Boat
Willie.
Yes.
You can't use like the current.
You can't parody them?
You can.
No, you can do anything
Yes.
you want with them.
But- You
it can't be the traditional Mickey that you know.
Mhm.
It can't be that. It has to be the
Steamboat Willie
version.
version.
Yes.
So he has to be black and white with the chef hat.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he has a long tail, and
Mhm.
also he doesn't have gloves because gloves were added
Mhm.
later on so that you could see Mickey's hands across his body. And he's also pretty much a villain in Steamboat Willie.
Wow.
So if we wanted, we could
I'll do a live action
Technically-
Steamboat Willie horror movie like the Winnie the Pooh people.
right, or even augmented reality. Get
You're
him.
you're gonna
be Mickey.
He's Steamboat Willie.
like in this episode.
Yeah.
Minnie Mouse is in that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that her first appearance?
Yes.
Yes. She is, as the boat is taking off, she's running, and Mickey uses a hook to catch her by the bloomers
Mhm.
and bring her onto the thing,
Ah.
onto the ship. But then her ukulele and music get eaten by a goat. So they start rotating the goat's tail to play the song.
Yeah.
Because it's in
It's
there.
cute.
Yes.
Mm.
And Pete is in there too.
That's the bad guy.
Yeah. The typical Disney bad guy.
Pretty cool.
Yeah,
So-
but they fought for years to keep extending the copyright, and they didn't try this time.
Wow.
Well, they can't. They finally hit the maximum limit. We were like,
Well, they
yeah.
also pissed off
Everyone.
half of the country's government, so they didn't have.
How does I don't know why I don't see why they shouldn't be able to. It's their thing. Like why would that ever run out?
I kind of agree with you,
Yeah,
but I do understand with the public domain shit that
Mhm.
after a certain time,
it's just become part of the culture.
exactly. But
Yeah.
like, so what they do is they keep updating the look of Mickey and the styles.
So that they don't run into this problem,
Exactly.
or at least they won't for 100 years.
Exactly. So it's like the next time, like, you know, because the next Mickey that runs out, I think, is 2028, I believe. And that's going to be the Mickey with gloves and stuff, but he's still black and white.
Mhm.
So they keep having time. You know, color Mickey won't be for
Right.
10 years after that, etc.
So like Mickey from when we were kids, we will not live to see
Never.
the public domain. Okay.
Plus,
Yeah.
there's still the trademark in place. The
But your
trademark will
grandkids
always
will.
trademark will never run out as long as
Uh.
it's still being used.
Your
Right.
grandkids will see that.
Right.
You know.
Yeah,
like, or
trademark is
your-
different than copyright.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. But trademark cannot impinge upon copyright, so that's why you're allowed to use this version of Mickey.
So one of the reasons they were finally able to synchronize it like
Here
this.
comes a Riverside Ed.
No.
It would have helped.
Yeah. One of the reasons they were finally able to synchronize it like this was they developed the technology to kind of embed the film.
Yeah, that's
sound
kind of what I
into
was
film.
asking.
Yeah, I don't know the
You
process.
don't know how it works.
Yeah, I just know it's fucking in the strip,
Mhm.
and as it's going by, it's
Like
playing.
like I mentioned records before. Like it's literally the groove, like the shape of the grooves in a piece of vinyl
Yeah,
Vibrate.
produces sound, and
Yeah.
I like
Different
that is
vibration.
so impressive to me compared to like digital media.
Well, have you ever
Yeah.
heard like the rumors that like they would find
Oh,
ancient-
Rumors, great album, Fleetwood Mac, amazing. You know,
They
just,
would find-
just like the white winged dove.
I thought you meant the Lindsay Lohan album.
You know, I'm going to blow your mind. Technically, CDs also have grooves.
If you don't
I
love me
thought they
now,
were dots,
you
dips and grooves.
Dips and grooves.
Yeah, yeah. Supposedly, like if you could find old pots from like Mesopotamia,
Mhm.
and as the potter was spinning it and would have like a brush on it, if something was loud was said, it would transfer that into the
Whoa.
but I don't think they've ever actually proven it. But I've seen that you can actually do it in theory.
This
wanna-
one says
I wanna
Sam
believe
Wheat.
it.
So you're saying if some Greek guy was screaming something
Yeah, and
next to a potter,
Yes, who's got like a
his
brush?
voice is recorded on the thing?
That would make the bristles of the brush vibrate, which would transfer to the.
It's
and now
early
if I take
recordings.
a phonograph
George Bailey
needle
Kiss was yelling
Yes.
at the
and
pot.
put it up to a pot,
Yes,
it's going to
So
play
here,
back
a
that.
Greek
And he spun
voice
it around,
from
yeah.
Ancient Greece.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
That was it was a rumor that it had happened, but no one's ever. I don't think anyone's ever actually shown it happening.
That seems.
But I
insane.
think they've
Just a
tried
rumor.
it like in modern day, and it would technically be possible.
I think they
if
Technically,
you had
that
like
is a record,
if this is
right?
possible, they would have figured out how to like decode shit by now. I think.
like if you had if all the conditions were right, and you had modern technology. Yes, you could.
Are you talking out of your ass?
I
No.
hope so.
No,
This is crazy talk.
What were you expecting?
using.
I want this to be real so
yeah.
bad.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. But
I believe MythBusters did it.
Ancient sounds from the past say hello from the other side. Yeah. There's a
Hello
whole-
from the other side.
Grandma, what was it like?
Well, you know, sometime on the other side, there's things like rivers. And if you want to use sound to communicate, you don't have to just use sound anymore. You don't have to just use the phone. You can telecommunicate, use video and sound at the same time.
In 4K?
In beautiful 4K.
Or 720 if you want, 1080. It's up to you, really.
Yeah. But why
You
would you
pick.
not want the best?
There's so many
and
to choose
Riverside
Because
is
the
the
data
best.
size is so huge,
so
it makes
insane.
Beaver's job impossible.
I stopped the job. I had to pass the job to him.
Because you just refuse to
No,
work
my
in
machine
the
stopped
beautiful
working.
4K.
My machine stopped working completely because of 4K. We had to buy a whole new machine.
And when E-Rock says to you, why are you recording in 4K? People are watching this on their phones. You go, fuck you, E-Rock.
But Riverside gives you that option to say fuck you
in 4K.
in 4K.
Because we can. We go to the moon not because it's easy.
Because it is hard.
And Riverside is the best telecommunication service out there. Use it for all your podcasting, video conferencing needs. Stop with your Zoom bullshit. Stop helping China. Get on Riverside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the patriotic thing to do.
Exactly. Click our link in the promo code. Be a real perceiver. Sign up and treat yourself to some Riverside.
Eat your freedom fries.
Yeah.
Use Riverside.
All right.
Good
I'll
one.
go next.
Okay.
Mine's light too, so
Yeah, mine's kind of light. All right. Have you guys ever heard of the Montgolfier Brothers?
No.
I don't. I think he's saying it right, but
Say it again.
They're
Say it
French. Montgolfier.
Mont. Yeah, I mean,
Montgolfier.
Sure.
Right?
I think so.
Montgolfier?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Montgolfier. Yeah, that's probably better.
Golfier.
Yeah.
Guy Fieri.
Guy Fieri.
Mon Guy Fieri.
Bam.
So they invented
Fieri.
something still in use, but at the time was a real breakthrough.
Okay.
Kind of dated now. They invented the hot air balloon.
Mm.
Have you ever heard of that?
The hot air balloon? No.
Hot air
That's,
balloon.
what is
Have you
that?
had these things?
No, no, no.
How does that work?
Have you ever been in a hot air balloon?
No, that
Hells
that
no.
seems
They're
terrifying.
terrifying.
Yeah.
You've been in one?
No, I'm terrified.
Get him?
No, I've seen the videos
All right,
like where
good.
they drift into power lines.
Yeah.
Isn't
And
it?
then like the
You
people are
can't
stuck
control
there.
them, right?
No,
They just
no.
float.
Yeah,
Doesn't like the state of New Jersey host like a giant hot air balloon festival?
it was
every
just
year?
canceled for 2024.
Why?
I don't know. Probably budget.
Deaths.
I used to listen
No
to
one
these
cares.
I used to listen to these radio hosts. They flew over Boston.
Yes, they just drop bra bombs.
Bra bombs, yeah. But they invented it. So the way they found it was they were like drying laundry and they had fires going, right? And they noticed that the fires were causing
The laundry to
the
rise.
laundry to billow almost like a shape. And he was
Mhm.
like, that's interesting. So they started experimenting with it.
Because hot air rises.
Exactly. And they brought it to the king, because this is like 1780s.
Yes.
So they're like, hey,
I believe Thomas Jefferson was at this.
was he?
Yeah.
That I didn't
He was
know.
in the audience.
I wouldn't
Damn.
be surprised.
Like just picture like nowadays. Like I have a great idea. I'm gonna go see Joe Biden and like show him this great idea, and he's gonna be interested in it. Like it's a weird concept
And
nowadays.
it's like ants in
patronage.
the audience, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, the way our society works now is like, you just do
Nothing
it.
happens.
Yeah.
Well, if you have an idea,
Yeah.
you just do it,
Right.
and
Yeah.
then
Like I go to the White House. I'm like,
And then it gets bought by Amazon and you're ruined.
yeah.
like I go to the White House. I knock on the door and I'm like, hey, look, I got an idea. It's telecommunications in 4K. Biden, will you hear me?
I think
If they like the idea, there's a good chance you get a silencer to the back of the head. There goes your idea.
I could be wrong in this, but I believe it was the Winchester like model 1860 something, like the repeating rifle was demonstrated to Lincoln, and the guy brought it to the White House and was like, "You need to like see this."
just
Lincoln-
brings a gun to
Yeah.
the White
Lincoln
House.
was an inventor. He had a patent for a device that would lift ships up like on like
Floats
On
canal
like a dry
crossing.
dock.
No, like for canal crossings.
Really?
Yeah.
I
So
didn't know
apparently, like people, since he was an inventor, he liked hearing inventions.
It's good. That's it.
Well, he was trying to sell it to the army, obviously.
Oh,
The
yeah,
gun.
yeah.
Well, yeah,
I mean,
that
the
guy's
gun's
like, I'm about to
awesome.
get a sweet government contract.
Yeah,
The gun's
during
awesome.
a war. Yeah.
That gun is fantastic.
So the two brothers made a public demonstration, and they flew the first balloon at Hanoi. I don't know, whatever. It's French.
Ennui.
Your level of professionalism is unmatched.
We're trying to impart information to people.
All right. All right.
Whatever. It's fucking frogs.
Annonay.
I love this show because they respect
Annoyed.
our culture.
Anole.
Hanoi?
Yeah, something like that.
That's what I said. Hanoi.
Annoy.
Annoy is what you're doing to
Annoy,
me.
that's-
We're all annoyed.
the most annoying people on the planet. Where are you from? I am annoying.
I'm from the island of Annoy.
Yeah.
I am an annoyer.
It's like those the people,
from
from
Lesbos.
Lesbos. I am proud to be a
Yes.
lesbian.
Is that like a video they did?
Oh, it's a famous
Oh,
clip. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an old man talking about being a lesbian.
Do you think he knows what he's doing?
I don't think he did. He was very Greek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do not understand the sarcasm.
But the way they made it was they got a wallpaper manufacturer to help them construct the balloon with the right material.
Mhm.
That guy's name is Jean-Baptiste Revellion.
Emmanuel.
Yeah, Zord, yeah. So these are some of the people that were in the crowd
Uh-huh.
when they eventually brought it
So
to
you said Thomas Jefferson.
uh,
Well, that was just me speculating.
Yeah.
I'm not 100%. It's him or Ben Franklin, or maybe both of them.
so
I
King
feel
Louis.
like Franklin would have made more sense because wasn't he visiting there constantly?
So was TJ.
Hmm.
What
King
year is
Louis.
it?
1783.
83. Yeah.
TJ.
It sounds almost right.
Go teach.
Yeah, me and him, we're tight like that.
King Louis was there.
But King Louis the 16th and Queen Marie Antoinette
Antoinette.
were watching it fly.
Yes.
And now this is the interesting part. The guys wanted to go up and like put pilots in it.
Oh, God.
And they went to the king like, we want to put a pilot in there. And they're like,
You want
No.
to do it?
no, the king is basically like, we can't put a person up there. We don't know what the fuck's going to happen to them as they go high.
Uh-huh.
Did they have like a prisoner?
That's what they wanted.
Oh,
They actually
A
requested
guinea pig?
a guinea pig, and the king was like, "No, we
I'm
don't
not-
know."
Yeah. we're
like,
not-
I'm sorry. Like, wouldn't that be amazing? Like, we're gonna put you on this balloon. So there's two choices: you either escape by flying away, or you die.
Good
That's like
chance-
death
good
race,
chance you're gonna
you know?
die. Yeah.
I mean, there's somebody's thinking he's probably like end up in heaven. Like he doesn't deserve that.
He's with the clouds now.
You
So
don't
they
want
don't-
that guy visiting the Saints.
So they don't know what's going to happen. So they decide to put an animal in there.
Okay.
What animal do you think they go with?
Dog.
No,
The
they don't
beast
know.
of
Rooster.
Chauffeur.
They don't know if a dog
An
will go first.
armadillo.
Rooster.
A rooster.
There we go.
Why a rooster?
This can fly.
They could land.
The rooster won't fly, but it's a bird.
They
Uh-huh.
can glide
They-
down if it.
They thought about a duck, but they didn't want.
If he weighs the same as a duck,
So
it's made of wood.
So they put the rooster in the balloon, and it goes up and it comes down and like, oh shit,
the cock survived.
the bird lived.
Uh-huh.
So now they're like, all right, let's try again. And, you know, eventually they get humans and they go in. And they did the first manned flight in autumn
history.
1783.
And it was a descendant or a descendant of your guy.
My guy?
The
The guy got hit by the train.
Oh, William Huskisson? Yeah, it's his grandfather.
And
just got a horrible. His family's just got a horrible history of dying in the first.
He was standing under the balloon as it came down.
He's involved in the first plane crash,
Yeah.
first shipwreck. His whole family.
Titanic.
so,
He's like the Lieutenant Dan of.
Yeah.
so Etienne Montgolfier was the first human to leave the Earth in an aerial vehicle.
Wow.
It's pretty cool.
And you know they came up with one other invention, these guys, which obviously isn't as important, but they manufactured like a transparent paper.
Transparent aluminum?
Yeah. And one of them...
Is it worth something to you, laddie? Or should I just hit delete?
Madeline! Not now, Madeline!
How quaint.
The keyboard. How quaint.
Can't bring these two nowhere.
And their other big invention was they invented the first self-acting hydraulic ram.
Oh.
Okay.
That's
For
pretty
what?
cool.
Breaking down walls?
It was a water pump to raise water.
It's more of a water globe.
Yeah. It was for their paper mill. But there you go. That's the Montgolfier Brothers. The kind of the fathers of aviation, I guess, right?
Absolutely.
Forget the Wright brothers.
Could definitely say
What's
that.
about brothers in flying?
What's up?
Brothers in flying. Yeah, these brothers did the hot air balloon. The
Yeah.
Wright brothers did the plane.
Interesting.
Well, their carnal
They're-
delights with each other have been limited to land, so they want to conquer the sky. Isn't that fucking twisted?
They want to invent the mile high.
Yeah. All right, wait, real quick.
Jesus Christ.
They invent the hot air balloon.
Yes.
How long after?
Did someone have sex in the sky?
Yeah,
3 days.
Yeah, French.
yeah. But how long after do you think one of them is bringing someone in the balloon to fuck?
Days.
Yeah, he
Days.
probably brought some mademoiselle up there.
Right?
What do you
Oh,
think?
come on, look at Paris
I will
at
show
night.
you the stars.
Yeah.
We will be part of 7.
What a cheat code back then, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You want the moon, Mary?
I actually saw an article the other day that was pretty interesting kind of about this. It said human beings might not be able to procreate in space
Why not?
True.
because the sperm won't travel into the egg due to gravity.
Well, he
So-
needs artificial gravity. We can do that.
Well, they were saying
You
until
gotta
we
spin them.
they're saying until we can do this, we'll never be able to colonize space.
Well, why?
you'd be on a planet.
Yeah. Or just put them in a room that spins.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they
Spinning
envision
creates
that there
gravity.
will be some longer trips,
Uh-huh.
and you'll have people live their whole lives on a spaceship. And in order to keep the species going, they have to solve
right.
this problem.
In the
And they're
early
looking for volunteers to go and fuck in space.
in
Well,
the
I always
Brian?
wanted
Yeah.
to be an astronaut.
Brian, we've heard your podcast. You've said you have super sperm.
in,
We're going to put it to the test.
Would you be the space monkey for fucking in space?
in the
Who
in
am
the-
I fucking? You?
Well, I can't get pregnant, so this experiment is off to a bad
It's
start.
a waste
of time.
You wonder why the audience thinks it's gay. And the first person you think you're going to fuck in space, certified by NASA, is him?
We found the perfect breeding partner. He's ovulating. I'm there, like all dolled up. I'm ready for you to hit.
Hi, Daddy.
what was that movie where Arnold Schwarzenegger gets pregnant?
Gonna
Junior.
Going to take our friendship one step further.
We saw the
For all of
documentary Junior.
mankind.
Where no pod has gone before. All right, what do you got, Steve?
I got something really light. Have you heard of Ziv television programs? ZIV.
No.
Brian, I'm asking you.
No, I've
specifically.
never heard of Ziv.
Fantastic. It was established as a
Real
major...
quick. And put the scissors down.
Oh my god, he has sharp objects.
Okay.
Do we have like
Never had
something
any
like
fun.
soft that doesn't make noise that we could put in his hand?
I lost the Velcro strips. They're surrounded somewhere.
No, Velcro's bad.
No, he was playing.
I've been playing with those for multiple episodes.
Anyway, the Ziv television programs. So it was established as a major radio syndicator. So that makes
Okay.
sense why you never heard of it, but it was the first major run television syndicator.
So they were the
Oh.
first television network?
Syndicator, yeah.
Okay.
So what they would do, they create several series in the 1950s, sell them to regional sponsors,
Do we
who
know
then
any of these shows?
Turn.
Yeah, that was my next question.
would sell it to local stations. I'm only going to go over the one major TV show because it actually has an interesting first.
Is it the Honeymooners?
It's not the Honeymooners.
Mr. Ed?
It's not Mr. Ed.
Buck Rogers.
Nope. It was
Howdy Doody.
It was the first major TV hit. Was the Cisco Kid.
The Cisco Kid.
It was a TV
I know
series.
you don't want to unleash the dragon.
Yeah. Running 1950 to 1956. It was starring Duncan Ronaldo, who played the Cisco Kid, and Leo Carrillo as the jovial sidekick. So the story, it's actually the jovial sidekick, his name was Pancho. Slightly
Problematic.
Not
Waco
PC.
Kid.
At the time?
At the time, 1950, 1956.
Well,
it's
I
gonna
think
be-
the Lone Ranger had to have been influenced by this, right?
you would think so.
Because
I feel like I've heard of this.
So this series specifically was syndicated to individual stations and was like a kid show, basically.
Oh, it was a kid's
It
show.
was like a cowboy western kid show.
Okay.
But it was technically the first syndicated series. Yeah. Not only was it the first syndicated series, it was also the first television series to be filmed in color.
What?
Wow.
But it wasn't seen in color to a lot until the 60s. So it's
nobody had
nice,
color
this is
TV.
a
So they
multiple
had it.
first.
They had
This
it
is-
ready to go.
They had it ready to go in color, but it
Get him.
wasn't-
What was
the
that?
hell?
Wait, what was that Western show we were watching the other day? It was pretty fucking cool. You had it on here. He was that Have Gun Will Travel?
Have Gun Will Travels, which was some episodes were written by Gene Roddenberry,
Oh yeah.
which is like you'll hear Star Trek stuff in there. Like the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. And yeah.
But I was gonna say it's not like color film wasn't around. Look at Wizard of Oz. You
Oh
know,
yeah, I know. It's just
or-
expensive.
Here's a
Yeah.
question Walt and I had the other day. We were watching Petticoat Junction,
Okay.
and he was talking about how vibrant the colors were. And I theorized that when they filmed shows back then to be both in color and black and white, they had to mess with the tones a little. Because I know, like
Technicolor.
if you look at what the set of the monsters look like the walls are pink.
Mhm.
And the
Because-
monsters?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that showed up as gray.
Yeah.
Oh.
But when you film in color, if you're both showing it in color and people have black and white TVs, do you have to adjust the color palette on the color side so that it still appears good on the black and white side? And that's why the
if the walls
colors
are
look
pink,
so
absolutely.
vibrant.
Yeah. Sure.
I don't know if you would know.
Probably. I would
Okay.
say, in theory, it makes sense that if you are wearing a dark green, it's going to show up blacker than if light green, which will show up as light, gray.
Okay.
So that makes sense. But it also, when you think of video, pictures, here's my old editors, the saturation of something,
Mm-hmm.
like when a color is very saturated,
Yeah.
it's, like red. You're not wearing a maroon while filming something, you're wearing a bright red.
Yeah.
It has to have a set level of saturation where you know that's what the color
That's
is.
where we're talking about. Like the lipstick is
That's
so
what it is, yeah.
like
You need something
like it's like
deeply
glowing.
saturated,
Yeah, it's like glowing.
Yeah.
And I theorized that was because since the shows back then, people still had black and white TVs.
Mhm.
They wanted it to be watchable.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay.
It makes sense.
Okay.
With this, it was the first color TV series, which is pretty interesting. It's another first. It's the first syndicated series, so we got a duel there, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Hmm.
Besides that, it was kind of a basic show. It was like a Robin Hood-esque show. But what I also found interesting about it is
So he would kind of travel around and like help people with their problems.
he was against the corrupt officials who were like running the town, so they would do bad
helped
things
people.
to people, and he would help people. He was a
Hmm.
Robin Hood figure, yeah.
A
And
team.
a modern Robin Hood figure is something like BetterHelp because it helps
Right,
people.
it helps people, yeah.
So if what?
It's just a stretch. Big stretch.
Look, we didn't have any
It's a
like
long way to go.
we didn't have any violent psychotics in this episode that I could do my usual. If you had better help. But
If you waited like 10 seconds, it was going to be a better transition. Your shoulder wouldn't have blown out of its socket. You can continue.
okay. I was getting nervous because we're almost like at the end,
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine.
But BetterHelp.com is the online therapy tool.
Really?
Yeah, you could sign up, talk
This is
to
the first I'm hearing about.
yeah, talk to an
Say.
online licensed therapist from the comfort of your own home.
Mhm.
Click our link, you get a discount.
Yep.
Customize your experience and talk to the person that you want to talk to. Get the help you need. Get a BetterHelp. BetterHelp.com.
That was beautiful. That
Loved
was
it.
the best read you've ever done.
Do you know people loved my
Your weird, like psychotic.
I've gotten
monotone
multiple
thing.
people being like, that was great. Like not even like they were like not even funny. They're like, dude, that was like a great NPR style ad read.
It was torturous sitting across from you. while you did
NPR
it.
Brian will return at some point.
Yeah, it was hell. Not being allowed to rip into
You said something like the wrong word, and it was like, oh my God. I have to get him, and I can't.
He's being too morose.
Yeah.
All right.
I am morose.
This is Ira Glass. You're listening to Revealing History.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what he was.
Happy.
Back to Cisco Kid.
Yeah.
Well, this was.
Did you
actually
ever see the Frisco Kid real quick?
Yes.
Because that's all I'm thinking
No.
about this whole time.
Well, I was thinking about the
What's that?
Waco kid, who's the same guy, Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder.
Okay.
So there's a movie that came out which is trying to be
Terrible movie.
Yeah.
It wants to be Blazing Saddles, right?
It's sort of. It's just a
You-
Western with
but-
Harrison Ford
But
and
you cast Gene Wilder.
Yeah,
The premise is Gene Wilder is an Orthodox Jewish rabbi who is
from Poland.
from Poland. He's a Polish immigrant who has to get to like
San Francisco.
the synagogue in San Francisco.
He's crossing the country with
There's
Harrison
a synagogue in San Francisco.
Ford. Yeah, he's the new
This world?
he's the new rabbi in San Francisco, and he has to get from like New York to San Francisco, and Harrison Ford is his partner.
I guess zany stuff happens.
Zany
huh?
stuff happens.
and they
Hijinks
and they
ensue.
learn from each other and
Yes,
they
right,
like
right,
each other.
Right.
Like their relationship is honestly the best thing in the movie. But every time you say Cisco Kid, I keep thinking of this like
The Frisco
this like forgotten shitty movie from
Yeah.
the 70s.
Why have we both seen that?
We watched it together, I'm pretty sure.
Hmm.
Did we?
Yeah.
While you were trying to make babies in space.
Can't
I
imagine
remember
why
watching
anyone
that on
thinks you two were
television.
gay.
Yeah, we watched it together, I'm pretty sure.
Mm.
I remember I rented it from Netflix.
I think I told you it was good.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
And then we watched it together. And I was like, what the fuck were you thinking?
Maybe thinking of the Waco Kid.
that was when we were watching like just every Western.
Yeah.
And you're like, dude,
You
you
guys
got
should
Dude,
watch-
Frisco Kid.
Honestly, after hearing this, I think you guys should watch it. You guys should watch. If
I
you
would
could
watch
find
the
it,
show.
you two should watch the Cisco Kid. So the main role was Duncan Ronaldo, right? He played the Cisco Kid. Ronaldo did his own stunts.
And he can score a
He was
mean
doing
goal.
He learned how to do some gunplay. His friend Poncho was using a bullwhip. But during one of the stunts, he
Mama
received
tomato baby.
an injury. So he would actually get injured a lot. In one episode, he dodges a 65-pound paper mache boulder. The old school,
Oh,
like
Indiana
running
Jones.
away Indiana Jones
Yeah.
boulder, which might be one of the first scenes that was in,
Uh-huh.
right? We're talking 50s.
Possible.
Started the trope.
Yeah, it might
Okay.
have. It hit him in the head.
I'm in the Gorn through one at Kirk.
Yeah. Hit him in the head, broke 2 neck vertebrae, and he was paralyzed for 2 months.
From the
I don't think
paper mache
BetterHelp can
boulder.
help you with paralyzation.
No, but
You can reverse paralyzation.
with better help.
Well, he just said that
He was
he was paralyzed for
paralyzed
2 months.
I think
because
like
he
the
broke 2
swelling.
neck vertebrae.
Yeah, maybe like the
Yeah.
swelling goes down and it eases pressure.
Oh.
It's a temporary
But how
paralysis.
sick
That's
is
got to be
How
scary.
sick is that? You don't know if you're going to get better.
Mm.
You know, so Cisco Kid, yeah, it's got a couple of firsts. It
That's
sounds awesome. I
interesting.
kind of want to.
And Ziv is the first syndication network.
They produced a couple of different shows. Look it up. You can see what they did. I didn't know any of them because we're talking the 50s, so it's like
Mhm.
I'm not very well versed. But you might know some. But yeah, first syndication. They started it, and they were a radio station, so a lot of people I feel don't know them when they should.
Did he continue doing his own stunts after this, or
I think he did. Yeah. Wow. I think he was like a guy who was just like, I'm doing my own stunts and that's it. We're also talking so early on.
How did you not bring up the Eddie Cantor Comedy Theater television show? How did you not bring up Eddie Cantor?
I don't know.
I like the dumb ones. They know how to make love.
Make mine vanilla.
I'll have vanilla.
He also did Sea Hunt.
oh,
Yeah,
that's the one with
That's the one with the brother Mike.
Lloyd Bridges.
Yeah, that is Lloyd Bridges. Yeah.
Yeah, I started watching this on Pluto. It is the
Just horseshit.
I started watching this on Pluto, and I became like, like you turn a show on, you watch it for like 5 minutes, and you're like, this is amazing. It's just like him. He's like this ex-special forces guy who just goes around doing. He's either telling stories about when he was in the military, or like they're like, "Hey, we want to do an underwater movie stunt. Can you help us?" And then he narrate like there's so much stuff that happens underwater.
When is this from?
50s, 60s?
Sea Hunt?
Yeah.
It's
Sea
around the
Hunt
same time.
is 1958 to 1961.
What was the Roy Scheider show where he was underwater in the
Sea
night?
Lab.
Sequest. Yes. But like since they're underwater and there's no sound, it's like 30 seconds of just footage, and then Lloyd Bridges starts narrating for a bit, and then it's 30 more seconds of just underwater footage, and it's like, but like you're like, this is what was entertaining back then. Like I don't think people would have the attention span for this anymore.
Well, it's also, especially back then, seeing that stuff is brand new.
Yeah.
You know, you haven't seen that.
like they have the big old like masks and the big tank, and he's wearing Speedos.
I don't know if it's comparable, but I think it's the closest thing that it's in living memory that we can remember. Do you remember when Planet Earth came out?
Yeah.
The nature
the
show.
BBC show, yeah.
Okay.
And
Blowing.
it was like, this is what HD was made for. You know,
Yeah.
it was the HD was the brand new thing, and fucking Planet Earth was the shit.
It was
was.
fucking
You know?
cool.
It was beautiful.
They aired like every night for like 5 nights, right? Yeah.
I think Sea Hunt was more like Marty Stauffer's Wild America. I don't know if you remember those shows. That'd be like
I've
on
heard of
P-
them. I've never actually seen it.
Like it was just like showing things going on in the woods, and like someone's talking about what's going on, but at least it's in color.
Yeah.
And one other tidbit I just discovered about Ziv.
Yeah.
They had a show called Highway Patrol. Have you ever heard of this?
No.
Highway Patrol ran
Early cops.
for like 5 years. It's a 156 episode show,
Wow.
but it is the first American series to be broadcast in West Germany.
Really?
Yeah. So these Americans are always getting into hijinks on the highway.
He likes this Highway Patrol.
It reminds me of the Autobahn. Remember when the Führer made that?
Those were the days, yeah. All these Jews, extra cars on the road.
Why are they not showing their papers more often?
Yeah, Ziv, pretty great. Pretty
Yeah.
cool stuff.
All right, so this is the thing I teased at the beginning of the show.
You did tease something. What'd you do?
So I took the profit from the album sales.
The money we made.
The money we made, or the stuff you raised for St. Jude?
No, St. Jude I donated,
Okay.
but I took
You
our
took our
portion.
profits.
Yeah. And I reinvested it. So I've been thinking long and hard about what separates us from like the biggest podcasts in the world.
You invested our money?
Yes.
You didn't tell us about it?
No. I'm telling you now.
He embezzled twice
But no, this was a reinvestment for the show.
without permission.
This was an investment.
We gotta fire him.
We got to send him to jail.
We gotta do something about this guy.
It's okay. The listeners will get my back. I'll be like George Bailey. They'll cover it if I need to.
You're gonna be. out
I
of the
think
next
you guys are
episode.
going to think this was money well spent.
Don't any firings have to be unanimous?
It's a 2/3 decision.
Yeah.
I think you can stand in.
On the proxy.
So what did you spend our profits on, Brian?
So I decided I decided that what is separating our podcast from the others.
Success.
What, Brian?
I went and I reached out to artists on Fiverr.
I don't know what that
On
is.
Fiverr.
You don't know Fiverr?
No.
Yeah.
You
Didn't
can
he
hire-
go west?
He did go Fiverr. That's Fiverr.
Fiverr, yeah.
Fiverr.
Fiverr. Fiverr is a website where you can hire people to do
Fiverr
things.
is what you give to your drug dealer.
So not the person working on Christmas Day.
yeah. Christmas Day is a Fiverr what you give to somebody
Yeah.
as a tip if you're a kind person. Oh my
I
God,
thought it
next
makes
to-
you shit. If you eat a lot of fiber.
Too much Fiverr in your diet.
So you hired an artist.
I hired
for us.
several artists,
You hired several
different styles
artists.
on Fiverr.
For what?
And I decided what is separating us from the biggest podcast in the world are mascots.
Mascots.
We need mascots.
And
all those Joe Rogan mascots running around.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
obviously.
this is you just
Petunia
embezzled.
Petunia Potleaf. That's his
I
mascot.
thought you meant Burt Kreischer.
Tell him Steve Dave has Eugene the iguana, beloved mascot, right? Get him?
Yes, beloved.
Also get him, beloved mascot. And
The ant. That's one of our mascots.
That
the
thing.
army ant, yeah.
Yes.
Brian is siphoning our funds with bullshit.
The four-color demon.
I wanted to show you guys some of the designs. So I gave them directions, these artists, to create one of these three mascots.
Uh-huh.
So first, I'd like to introduce you to one of the iterations. I'd like to introduce you and all the listeners to Gary Globe.
So get him putting it
Gary-
on TV.
Gary, okay, the suspense is killing
Yeah.
me.
It's just a black screen.
This
right
is
now.
the most involved thing you've ever come up
Yes.
with. Oh my
I've been
God.
working on this bit
Gary
for
the
months.
Globe.
Gary Globe.
Holy shit.
Can you describe Gary Globe?
It is the Earth with sunglasses, waving. He has shoes on, and he has hands and arms. He has an American
getting their
fedora, and there's a giant.
Well,
thing
what
of
is the popcorn a separate entity or
Yes,
is he
it's alive.
Yeah.
It's alive. Is this one mascot or is there two?
No, that's just Gary Globe.
And
So the popcorn's just alive.
That's just like a design on the box.
and he wears a fedora with stars on it.
yeah.
It's American flag.
Well, that was this artist's interpretation.
So, Gary Globe is real and he's American.
Yeah. Well, there's other versions of Gary Globe. We have to decide which version we like the best.
Brian spent money on this.
So let's
And you'll notice there's 2 Africas.
Oh my God. No, there's two South America.
South America. Damn. You'll notice there's 2 South Americas.
What the fuck is happening with Gary Globe?
all right. Well, there's another. This is one artist depiction. So let's show the next
Is
Gary
it
Globe.
all Gary Globe?
Next one.
Yeah, next Gary Globe, please. So this Gary Globe, I want you to
This one looks
notice.
fat.
I want you to notice where that other popcorn bucket is, and nothing is holding it
Why
up.
is there 2 popcorn buckets?
Why? Yeah, why?
Well, he has one for himself,
Why
and
is
he's
there-
also doing the penis in the popcorn trick. You'll notice.
Yes.
The popcorn bucket is destroying South America.
No, he's putting his dick in it. I think
Yeah, that's like a.
that's like
separate
Mount
thing.
Kilimanjaro.
Why does he have a Spider-Man like weird? What is that
Navy
hat? He's
Spider-Man-
like a lady's hat.
Spider-Man Navy hat.
I think it's like a fireman's hat.
I think
like a
I think
United
Margaret
Nation.
Schroeder was wearing that hat on Boardwalk Empire.
Is he standing on mathematics?
No, it's a dry part.
Why is one
yeah.
foot much larger than the other? He's got a club foot.
There's a lot
Gary
a
Globe
lot
is
happening.
horribly disfigured.
That's forced perspective because it's 1 foot
Yeah.
forward.
I don't like this Gary the Globe.
You don't like this
I
one.
like the other one better.
Yeah.
All right, we got another
Because
Gary
this-
Globe.
Again,
That's very
two
poor.
South Americas again.
Yeah, what?
He's got a baseball glove on, America's national pastime.
There's a lot happening here.
Could also be a
All right.
cricket glove.
What did you type into the AI
Yeah,
generator?
this is all AI.
No, I paid artists.
Okay.
Next one.
Yeah, next one, please.
Holy crap.
This is the Italian Gary Globe.
Well, what do you see with this Gary Globe?
Well,
He could be Mexican.
I don't
Can't
know.
explain this.
I don't know what this is. He wood?
This is my
Is he made of
favorite
wood?
one.
He is made of wood.
He's made of wood, and the globe is painted on him.
Apparently, there's 2 Earths. Why is his hat himself?
He's a carver.
Is that part of his body and like the hat? He's like breaking out
He's
of the hat.
breaking out of the hat. Yes, he's exploding
The
his
hat
hat.
is like
It's a shrunken ring.
like really
Yes.
like almost like Halo.
He has that much knowledge. I love the facial hair though.
Yeah, the mustache is
Facial
good.
hair is. See this. I like this one a lot, but it needs a little bit of workshop.
All right, I could go back to the
I think
artist.
This one's my favorite
This
too.
is the best one.
Yeah, that's my favorite Gary Globe.
The
Okay.
hat needs to be fixed, and that's it. It's otherwise it's perfect.
Okay, the next Gary Globe.
Next.
There's
Yeah,
more. Okay.
Oh, this is like a European one.
he's
See,
a
this is
nerd.
this is a real Gary the Globe, but like
You know what?
it's the best one.
This is my favorite one.
This one.
Yes.
I still like the Italian guy, but this is very good. This is actually real.
Why is he eating popcorn?
Because it's movies.
Movies.
Oh, he's watching
Yeah,
movies.
it's us.
Okay.
Yeah, he represents the show.
Uh-huh.
If I had to, out of all
What
of
is
them,
like that
that's
switch that's on his hat? Like, you see that? What is
it's
that?
a snapback.
The snap.
It's the buttons.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
It's like a hat band.
Yeah, the
Uh-huh.
hat band. I like this.
So Mickey is entering public domain, but I think there's a new figure
I think that
that's
looks like,
just as beloved.
that looks like you,
Gary Globe.
That's like you.
That's me?
Yeah, you're
he
the only
does
one.
kind of look like
You're
Brian.
the only one with glasses.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so there were other mascots.
He seems nice. This one seems very approachable.
He seems,
Okay.
yeah, he
Yeah.
seems like he'd be a fun time in the theater.
So the other
Hey, I'm
mascots.
Gary Globe. What are you,
Yeah.
what
The
are you
other-
guys up to?
So the other mascots. This one, I don't think any the artists hit the mark.
for the next mascot.
The next match.
Yeah.
You have a new idea.
There's we're introducing a whole line.
Your workshop.
Oh, it's like McDonald's.
Exactly.
There's a bunch of characters.
Yes. So the next one,
The next one's gonna be our Grimace.
yeah, I think he's kind of a flop.
All right.
He was supposed to be almost like the Hamburglar.
What's his name?
I'd like you guys to meet Frankenfilm.
Oh my god.
Oh, sorry, no, there was one more Gary Globe.
How did you forget that globe? That is
I
fantastic.
forgot this one.
I love that one.
Is that your favorite?
No, this one seems like there's some evil force on
Yeah, I
the
love
North
it.
Pole.
He's like a
love it.
British fat cat,
He's-
right? From the
he's
1800s.
trying to invade like the planet.
He's like a villain.
Yeah. I don't like him.
I like it, but not for a mascot. I just like it.
There's also
Okay.
like evil smoke coming off
Yeah.
of him. Like,
Yeah.
He's like a polluter.
yeah.
All right.
So
Frankenfilm.
Franken. Oh my god, that's horrific.
He was supposed to be an anthropomorphic strip of film mixed with Frankenstein.
I'll say
That-
this.
I like
love
that he's in like
history books.
Victorian London or
I
whatever.
hate to say it though. Kind of works. It kind of works.
You could tell he's film?
No, he looks like some sort of creature.
He's a zipper creature.
Zippers.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I gotta say, as a creature style, like that works. Like
Yeah.
he's a friendly.
And what do they
creature.
do? What do these people do?
Well, they represent the show, so like we could put them on merch and like talk about them, be like Frankenfilms, whatever.
Eventually, it'll be like the.
Do they
intro.
interact with each other?
We can, yeah. We could do a whole McDonald's World thing,
Right.
pitch it to kids.
The intro will be, them.
Put the
It
scissors
won't be
down.
us. It'll be them.
And please put the scissors down
Oh, sorry.
until you see the other mascots.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he might just.
So
commit
that
seppuku.
this is one version of Frankenfilm. Let's show the next one.
That's not film.
I don't like these.
That's very uncomfortable.
Why does he have a book?
Well, 'cause they were supposed to be reading a history book, so it's film reading a history book. But I don't think any of the artists nailed it.
No, I don't like that. That's not money well spent.
Looks Shakespearean.
It looks friendly as a monster. But
When does the horrific
Very-
thing happen?
very
Like, when
bad.
did these stop being fun
Very
little
bad.
characters and it's just something disturbing?
It's coming.
Because that's
It's
gonna
coming.
happen.
All right, what's the
All right,
next Franken? What's the next
Frankenfilm.
Frankenfilm. Okay, that's not
I-
even Frankenstein.
That's just like a person. I
That's
think
just
they-
like an English man.
Yeah, I think they
He's
tried
a mummy. He looks like a
yeah.
mummy, yeah.
So that one is
He
a
looks like a failed mime.
yeah.
He's
that-
like dead and been brought back to
Yeah.
be a host.
This is necromancy. This is evil stuff.
yeah. I think
it's,
that's the
it's dark sided.
that's the
I
mo-
do
that's
like
actually the
psychics.
movie.
I
Mummy.
like the background.
Organs.
I'll admit this. I like the background. I
Yeah.
don't like
What's
the
happening in the
character.
background? Some kind
It's
of.
film strips.
It's
coming
film
out
strips,
of the.
yeah.
it's
Oh.
just film strips.
I thought it was
Alright.
some like Arkham.
So
You know.
It does look like it's from Arkham.
What is that?
The
What,
Joker.
no,
Or
no, no, no.
That's like the
no, no,
Riddler.
no. I meant like the Eldritch shit.
Eldritch Horror.
Yeah.
so before we go on to the next one, I felt we have the perceivers and our listeners, right?
Yeah.
And I wanted something that could
Yeah.
I wanted something that could embody them.
Okay, continue.
I want something that could embody the perceivers.
Receivers. It's
Yes.
Star Trek.
So-
characters, really.
Is this a person in a straight jacket with a fucking
Better help.
4-leaf clover?
Irish flag in the back.
So-
but he's in Pennsylvania.
So this is I'd like to introduce you guys to Pete the Perceiving Porcupine.
what the fuck am I looking at?
Again, it's Irish. Why is he? He's got a dog nose.
Well, he's a porcupine man.
This
He's
is,
a perceiver.
This is furry shit. What am I looking at?
It's a porcupine.
It is very representative of our fans, I guess.
I think this
It
cat
looks
taps his spirit.
somewhat psychotic, though.
All right. Let's move to the next one. What do you think of this guy?
That's a cute anamorphic character.
Wasn't he in the movie with the yellow dragons?
Five goes west?
Yellow Dragons?
No. The Once Upon a Forest.
Oh yeah.
Oh god, don't remind me of that.
Yeah.
That scarred my childhood for a decade. Like
Yeah, he does kind of look like that.
from ages
Yeah.
3 to 13, I didn't get over that film.
I think, yeah.
Very happy.
All right.
I don't know if that's what our listeners look like, but
Next.
okay.
And there it is.
So this This is Pete the Perceiving
And there
Porcupine.
it is.
What do you think of this one, guys?
He looks like he challenges you to a race at the ski resort in order to save something.
He looks like he comes up on you at a rave and invites you to the fucking men's room. Saw you dancing over there.
Do you think the listeners
Maybe you
will
wanna
find
do
this
a
guy
line.
beloved?
It's his stomach showing.
I would like to note we're diverse. He's black.
It's really muscular.
Jesus Christ.
And
You're looking pretty toned. You work out?
it looks like he's in a
You
Star
come here
Trek
often?
uniform,
That's-
right?
I think that's something Tasha Yar would wear, I think.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
And I think he has a visor in like commemoration of Geordie. All
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good one.
right. And there's one last one.
Oh, great. Make it bigger.
So
You think our listeners are obese like gremlins?
Angry obese gremlins.
He captures the spirit of the host.
Yeah, he's right.
well, he's an angry obese porcupine. The other one, honestly, is how I see the listeners as like jacked like porcupines.
Gay men.
Yeah.
Black men who go to ski resorts half naked. Yeah,
This guy
very
took the art directions in a bad direction, I think.
Yeah.
But what do you think of this one?
Pass.
So, which of the porcupines was your favorite?
last one.
Obviously,
This one.
obviously the gay guy.
So, do you think we have like?
I want it to be as demented as humanly possible.
I think we got our mascots. Yeah, I think we picked the globe one unanimously.
Yeah.
We like the porcupine. It's good.
Yeah. Do you think
I
like
don't think we have to.
we're
use
ready to go to the
Frankenfilm.
next
Yeah,
level?
this is what we were lacking. You're right.
Yeah. But I think these came out pretty good for the most part.
Yeah.
Some of the artists missed the mark.
He was definitely referencing the whale. You know,
Yeah, this
He
one
was
is just
empowering
this
the
one
whale.
had a really bad day.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we have good mascots now. Thank you.
Yeah,
for
so
that.
I think we're ready to take it to the next level, and I think you guys will
Nothing's
agree it was
stopping us
money
now.
well spent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
absolutely.
mean, thank God we did that.
Do you think like breakfast cereals and things like that are possible with these guys?
definitely, especially the one with the stomach.
That's your favorite out of all of them, I think.
Obviously,
I love this guy. I got to be honest.
he looks like he's drooling.
This one is just so. This is like such an unflattering, unattractive.
I think it's more of a goatee.
It might be. It's very.
He's
demented.
got like
It's very
goo
demented.
coming out of
Yeah.
him. I don't like it.
It's weird.
Ugh.
Very fitting for
It looks
this.
like it hurts to exist as him.
He just hates his life.
He's like
so
a
much.
boomer from Left 4 Dead. Like I would hate to be a boomer.
A boomer Trump.
Yeah.
That is fantastic.
So that's it for today.
Thank you for that.
Oh, we got to do our picks.
We do have to do our picks. It's not it. I'll go first for my pick.
Okay.
I want to do Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Okay. Can't wait to watch that one.
I know you guys love it,
That is a movie I have never liked.
but I think you'll like it more this time from the historical point.
Oh,
That's what I
maybe.
think.
So you're not going to go with the.
That'll be next week.
Okay.
The next
Gotcha.
round next month.
Yeah, you better not change it because if I watch Fear and Loathing for no fucking reason, I'll be pretty goddamn pissed. All right. Ant,
I'm gonna do. It's time to bring back the Hest.
always welcome.
Yes,
Hest.
Hest.
We're gonna run out of Hest.
We're not gonna run out of Hest.
The Hest truck's
Look,
back.
it's a new year. We need a new Hest.
You got to kick off with Hest.
Yes.
What was our last Hest-led movie?
Well, he popped up in Tombstone.
Well, I'm talking about where he's the lead.
Hell Sid.
El Cid. Okay,
Yeah.
that's a long time ago.
Long time ago.
Yeah,
now.
we got it good.
Here we go. 55 days in Peking.
Okay.
Let's fucking rock.
Can't wait to try the duck.
Yes.
I've never seen that, so
I've never seen it either. I'm excited to watch.
I've never seen it.
This is the first one.
All right, I'm gonna pick a movie.
Close and near and dear to your heart.
It's about a guy named Bob Cobb. You may know him better as the Maestro.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
a new movie.
It's new, but I mean, they did cover this in Seinfeld in the 90s. Yeah, the Maestro is a famous composer. He played with the three tenors.
That's right. Yes.
There was Pavarotti, Domingo,
Impeccable pants,
and the other guy. Well, the secret to good pants is you take them off before the show,
right,
and hang them on your chair.
That's right.
Have you ever been to Tuscany, Steve?
It's full.
Yeah, you can't rent there. But I'm gonna pick The Maestro, which is a new movie out on Netflix now.
What's it about?
The Maestro.
It's about Leonard Bernstein, the composer, and his life. And I really don't know much about it. I know Bradley Cooper directed it, and supposedly he trained for 6 years trying to be trying to learn to conduct to play the role.
For 6 years?
He said he spent 6 years on the role.
Isn't it like up, down?
It doesn't seem too complicated to me, but
it's time signature.
Nobody even looks at that.
And like a little waggling here and there, some theatrics.
The musicians are reading the sheet music in front of them. Like, they don't care what
not.
that guy's doing.
Well, professional musicians usually don't.
What do you know?
I was in orchestra. Symphonic orchestra.
What do you
bitch.
know?
Didn't Jerry have
I
a whole
conducted
bit?
once, bitch. You never did.
Doesn't Jerry have a whole bit about... There's a comedian I saw recently. He had a whole bit about how the conductor is useless.
He is useless.
They hate
he's
him.
not.
They hate him.
Not useless.
Can it be replaced by a robot? That's what I want to know.
No.
Oh, okay.
I think it could.
No.
Conductobot.
You can be replaced by Gary Globe.
Well,
Gary
I'll for the listeners who don't know what they do, I'll give you a little bit of information here. The hand movement is your time signature, and you actually have certain patterns
It's
that
written
you
on the
follow.
paper.
Yeah, there's a loop.
Right?
Written on the paper.
So in the time signature is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3,
You know
4.
what, though?
So if they're going faster, you have to follow the conductor because you might.
So what?
need
He's
to-
driving. He's driving the
he's
train.
driving the train.
But this is what I'll
and
say.
also, let's say he wants to change the time signature. You can go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you have to actually follow along with him and the sheet music.
But
So,
wait,
yeah,
they've practiced the songs a million times. No one's just going to start... I should just go really fucking fast.
The time
right
signature's
now.
written on the paper.
it is written on the paper, but sometimes you're human. So the brass section
Maybe
might
you
be
are.
playing just a little too fast, and he will point to you and say, "Slow it down,
Slow
like,
down,
stay in
bitch."
time, like you're off."
Mm.
Yeah. So the conductor actually has to know each part,
J.K.
and he has
Simmons
to
and
be reading
Whiplash.
all the sheet music at the same
Just
time. It's
smacks
actually
ya.
really insane. So if you're gonna give shit to a conductor, you'll learn in the next movie. Fuck you.
The only conductors I respect are the ones on the fucking rail.
Yeah.
Killing Mike Huskisson.
Why do you keep calling him Mike? The second time he did that.
What's his name?
William.
And Mike Huskins, you're fucking next.
He wants Mike to die.
Only by a train. A train is fucking coming for you. You may be in your bed. You're just gonna hear a fucking locomotive coming through your fucking door.
Just hear the
Flying with
knock.
the hat.
Hear the knock and hear the.
Anyway.
That's it. Get him. Thank you for coming back.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
This was fun.
Yeah. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. That's all.
All right.
Check out the Reviewing History subreddit
Yes.
Oh,
at
yeah.
reviewinghistory.reddit.com.
I downloaded the app, so now I can see it.
You got
Oh,
that.
yeah?
Yeah.
Look at you go.
Make sure to upvote.
Oh.
Thank you all for listening and or watching. Follow us on all social media. Review History Pod on Twitter. Reviewing History Pod everywhere else. Follow the show everywhere. Thank you to Brywalt Q. Get 'em. Letting us record down in the studio. We greatly appreciate it. Go to reviewinghistorypod.com. You can see all our merch. The holiday merch is gone, but we still got all sorts of cool stuff there. Follow the show on all social media. Like and subscribe. Leave a review on Apple, iTunes, Spotify. Helps potential sponsors find the show. Tell a friend about us. Help us grow the show. We want this to be another good year. Follow me personally on all social media at Brian Rupert. That's with 2 P's. Follow me on Letterboxd. I rank or review every single movie I watch, even the ones in my personal life. Thank you guys so much for listening and or watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Happy New Year.
Happy
You
New
filthy
Year.
animal.
I am the P-Man! I am the P-Man!